wouldn't work out.
Feel me.
Shake it up.
Yeah, feel me. You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me. You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up. Shake it out. 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 Ooh, yeah. Shake it out. 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 Don't care, cash got cars. No lean on my cars. Carhartt on my heart. Tattoo on my scars. Tattoo my new scars. My life has been hard. See me in the light. I was in the dark. I wake up, I send it. I wake up, I spend it. I drive Chevy, no Benzes. See me slide, not tenant. My house, yeah, I own that. Your house, yeah, it's rented. Started where the flow at. Now I top the building, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up. Shake it out. 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 Ooh, yeah. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. On trips, I never trip. No. Shoulder gotta chill. Yeah. My best friend, my chick. My best friend gon' whip. My best friend, she pull up with a stick. My best friend, she pull up, then she skirt off and we dip. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah. Feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah. Shake it up. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Ooh, yeah, shake it out, 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 shake it out.
That's a work in progress. You don't just change overnight.
Hi guys, hello everybody. Hi everyone. I know it's a funny old stream and I know everyone's probably just finished watching Pulpy, but this is my time. This is when I have a moment. Oh, let me turn my light on. I think I've got better lighting when I've got my light on. Oh, we don't like that one. That one? Help me guys, which one? Need some mood lighting. We'll leave it on that. That's fine. How's everybody's day been? I saw everyone dancing. Everyone having a good time. It's a bit of a bop, that one, isn't it? Oh my God, these girls are pumping out the content. I can't keep up. As soon as I finish editing and think, look at me, I'm up to date, they put something else out. And I honestly hope it's not live streams, especially from Chantal, because that's a whole lot of editing that nobody wants to do. But she did one today. She did chicken mukbang, and then we did what I've called the smug leftovers stream, because she was very smug about a pizza, wasn't she? And Ambie's a single lady doing single lady groceries coming through. Yes, I'm single. That's a single pizza I'm buying. It's a single served TV dinner, single served juice. Yep, it's all single serves because I'm single. It's a new lifestyle for her, complete lifestyle change being single. Doesn't know what to do with herself. She's in a tither. Still can't find a brush, but oh well, maybe in her single journey she'll figure out how and when and why to use a hairbrush. We can only hope, right? New skills, new life skills. Let's see who's in the chat. Simple Meerkat. Oh, you've been for a 2-hour walk. Excellent. We can chill out. You can chat. We can watch Ambie and Foodie and just, do a bit of a cool down. Okay. Got Oceana. We got Emotional Support Muffin. Hello. How are you? Are you a muffin with extra walnuts? Because that's my favorite kind. Carrot cake muffins with extra walnuts or pecans, and it just definitely has to have Philadelphia cheese, cream cheese topping. It's the only kind of muffin I like. Harland, hi from Victoria. I'm freezing cold right now, so you must be just absolutely dying unless you've got the central heating on, but it's freezing here right now. I don't have any socks on, so that's probably my problem, but I have got my pink matching tracksuit on because that's how I like a one-piece outfit. Natural Ginger, I hope you're on form tonight, girl. We're expecting great things from you. I saw some other names here before. Who did I see? I saw Angelina Ballerina, Pink Warrior. Hello. I saw Ghost. I saw you, Ruthie. Hi, Ruthie. No, I can't. I have rhythm and I have skill. That's why I can't twerk like Foodie. I can't. Actually do have rhythm, like, but no, you'll never see me twerk online. I know Abby Cat is desperate to see me white lady twerk, but it's never gonna happen. Not for a gazillion trillion dollars. Solace us in silence. Good morning, good evening for me, good morning for you. Neemanor, hello. Vinegar Tits, welcome. I think that's everybody. And then there's me, Doe-Eyed Cookie. Thanks everyone for coming. I know it's probably late for you. I know you've probably already seen all this content, but you know what? It's my turn now. This is my time to shine. I haven't seen, I've stayed away from I know it's weird because I listened to the first few seconds of it. I didn't edit it. Amber's podcast, no visual conversation with wifey. I don't know what she said. I've stayed away from it. I haven't watched any other reaction channels, so it's going to be new and fresh to my ears. Everything else I've edited except for her first single lady vlog because it's only like, I don't know, 15 minutes long. I figure we can just watch that fresh together. But I thought we might do it the same format we did last time. Foodie, Ambie, Foodie, Ambie. And they're nice and short. I've cut them down. I've cut the live stream from Amber and from, I'm getting them mixed up because it's like they're the one person. From Foodie, from 157 minutes down to a succinct 31 minutes. I took out all the chewing basically. And the McDonald's, I took out most of the chewing as much as I could. It was actually a nothing burger. And her mukbang from today. So lots to go over. All right. Oh, hello. Hi. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you for your $1.99. Okay. We got to do some, no specific requests, but good vibes for Ruthie. Okay. I've actually made some notes because I can't always recommend them. Oh, ice cube. Oh, okay. Okay. Good vibes for Ruthie. I'm going to manifest 3 good things. Ruthie, I always hope you find a random $5 note in your pocket before it hits the wash. I always hope there's always ice in the ice tray in the fridge, or the ice maker in the fridge is always working, especially in the summer heat. And what was the other one that I wrote down? I hope your work days are short and your fun days are long. Good vibes. That's for Ruthie. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's okay, Natural. You're so funny on most days that it probably lasts you most people a couple of weeks. So you just sit back and relax and let us take the funny wheel for the day, okay? All right. Okay. Hi, Mandy. Hi, my Mandy. If I'm your Joe, you're my Mandy. All right. Upside nay. All right. Let's get going. So all I got to do is hit play because I spliced them together again. All right. You can hear me okay? Just let me know if the volume's all right on Foodie. Let's get into it. Is it working?
Anyways, I'm just going to eat my...
I went with the green theme. I mean, she wanted to match her eyelids to her shirt, which is so very 1950s housewife. I think the Queen was the only other lady that I know of who liked to do that, unless you're doing a monochromatic look. Okay, I just went wholeheartedly green. We've got olives, we've got the shirt, we've got it's all green. I could have gone Jolly Green Giant, but I felt olives was more appropriate because she's a salty beach.
My dinner.
Let me know if it's too loud.
So I'm not gonna lie, I did not feel like having anything from the light box. So
you can't see it because I didn't share it. Oh, it should be sharing. Why? Oh, I might have to start it again. Let me try. I should have just been able to share it. Hang on, let me try. Oh, it's because I made myself big and the video small because I'm a dodo. Okay, here we go. It'll be a surprise now. High expectations. Okay, now, are we doing small cookie or are we doing big cookie? It's the chat's choice. What do you like better, guys? Well, I love the beach. I don't love this beach, but I do love the normal beach. Okay. I know. Hey, technical issues. It's either that or I'm going to skip the video completely back to the beginning and I've got to find my new space. It's one or the other, potentially both. Okay, big cookie. Okay. Me, all right. Okay. If you do want me to change the layout, please put in your request. I'll put it to management and see what they say. Okay. There we go. Okay. Right. We'll go back a bit because she said some really important things, guys, that I don't want you to miss. Super important. Okay.
That's a work in progress. You don't just change overnight.
Anyways, I'm just gonna eat my dinner.
Would you just call me
And
fat,
so I'm
Ruthie?
not gonna lie, I
No
did
kidding.
not feel like having anything from the life box. So, I'm like really grossed out by people just like making really bad fun of her for it.
I think she's half-heartedly keeping up with the Anne Boleyn drama. Like she's dipped a toe in or she's heard snippets. I don't think she's actually like invested any time watching anything, but you know, people making fun of her, you know, I don't think we're literally making fun of her. We're just doubting her story. And, you know, it's Amber. She lies for a living.
Actually, I did lose a bit of weight. I'm going to upload the video. I know it looks like, okay, I'm eating shit. Yeah, I am eating shit, but the only thing I'm committing to right now, step one for me, is not binging on shit. She's
not bingoing, guys. She's not doing the bingo. She's not playing bingo right now. It's just overeating, but it's definitely not a bingo.
So she got 100K views. Don't feel bad for her. I have leftover pizza. I think Salah had 1 or 2 pieces, maybe 2.
We all need to go hang ourselves up on the clothesline, put ourselves out to dry. We were so wrong. Amber has 3 slices of 16-inch pizza left. She didn't eat it all. She had some left in the fridge. 2 things could have happened here. She's bought 2 large pizzas and Tall Pete's didn't eat all of his, and that's the leftovers. Or she literally did not eat all of the pizza and she held herself back. She's white knuckling it and she's left it in the fridge. And if she did that, excellent. Good job. You didn't binge on the pizza. You didn't go too nuts on it. I still have doubts, but for those someone who has actually done this, a hypothetical person who is struggling and they've actually managed to do this, that is a victory. That's a victory. If it really happened.
I don't know if to ask him, but there's 3 big.
And this moment is the inspiration for my title, Smug Leftovers. And it's also because I like to play with my titles and my inspos. She is smug and she is Dee Dee, like the leftovers. She's Coki's leftovers. She's smug leftovers. And she's also got the attitude of being smug because of leftovers. We are a thinking channel over here. We are a thinking channel.
Pieces left. So, and there's a dip sauce left too somewhere. So if you, leftovers. She's going to eat the whole pizza when the camera's off. Guess what? I did. So that's a victory for me.
It is.
I lost a little bit of weight, but
we all totally, like, she wonders why we don't believe her and why we laugh at her and why we think that she's not doing all the right things. She is wood chipping these chips. Now she's at 1.25. I think I've got her at 1.25. Let me double check. No, she's on normal. This is normal speed. She's at 1 speed. I'm going to turn her up. Don't worry, because she's too slow. But just watch how fast she's eating these chips. She's not mindfully eating. She could have halved the chips to see if she got full and didn't eat them all. I mean, it's a smaller portion, but she's still wood chipping the food. She's not thinking about the food while she's eating it. But she did only buy 2 cheeseburgers and a humongous chips. Now, all the Aussies, hi, Dove Kitty. Hi, honey. Australians in the chat, you will let me know. We don't get that size of chips here. It's not a thing. It literally is not a thing. You can only sometimes buy like a boxed chips if it's like chips and gravy, Like they'll sometimes do like a chips and gravy option, but you can only buy like the tiny packet, like the kid sized chips, small, and then you can get a medium, which is about that big, and then your large is about that big, which is probably it's not enough to fill you up, but it's a good as a side. You can't buy that size chip in Australia. And when I saw the size of that box, I'm like, holy moly, it's humongous. The portions are massive.
At least all I care about is being binge free right now. They want you to stay away from food rules, is what they called it. So like,
but by staying away from food rules, she's creating food rules. Intuitive eating still has food rules. Her only rule is to not bingo, and she's not bingoing like she used to, but she's definitely still eating redonkulous portions, which we'll see later in the stream. Got something good to look forward to, guys.
even having a trigger food or labeling food as a trigger or negative in a negative way, you want to neutralize it and like remove those negative connotations to regain control over the food, you know?
Mandy, when you say babs, do you, oh God, that coffee's really warmed me up. I'm getting a bit of sweat on. When you say babs, you mean your babies, like your little ones? That's so cute. I love that. I don't eat until my babs are in bed. Oh, that's sweet.
I'll literally eat a meal, even though if you Google how many slices of pizza does the average person without an eating disorder.
See, this is the thing. She's Googled it, okay? But when they're talking about a piece of pizza, they're not probably talking about a 16-inch pizza. They're probably talking about a frozen pizza or a deep dish pizza from like Pizza Hut or something, not a 16-inch extra large pizza, even if it's thin crust. It means if you ate 3 of those, it means you ate 6 regular pieces because they're almost double the size and double the volume. So you didn't actually eat 3 pieces of pizza. Sons of cooks, I'm still waiting for that calculation on the pizzas. It's like she almost ate 3/4 of an entire pizza on her own. Okay.
Sorry, 3. I had 3 slices of pizza.
3
The food is not healthy, but I'll work on that in the future.
But she likes to think she's not overeating, but okay.
Hi, Joel. The terms of service, you're not allowed to show that. I don't think.
Keep saying bingo, foodie. Keep saying bingo. See how long all this lasts and how many yellows you get by just the language. She's not correcting her language. She's going to get flagged. I absolutely love that face. I love that whole thing. I want to go back.
Well, the terms of service, you're not allowed to show
like
that.
a child. I love it.
I don't think.
We'll chip him. That's like what the face toddlers make when you take away like something that they're playing with, and they're like, they take that breath in and then they just let it rip. And they're really not that upset. They're just mad at you for taking away the thing. But yeah. What do we think about the shirt, guys? I mean, it's not a terrible color. It's actually quite a nice color on her. I would have loved if she'd done natural makeup, like a beautiful soft brownie, no eyeliner, just some lashes and a beautiful soft maybe brownie gold, something very daytime, very neutral. I would think that would have looked lovely with this. Just the green eyeshadow, it makes her look like she's 80 living in Florida, just, you know, old Merle who used to be a showgirl, you know, I used to get tizzed up in the 40s. I was a showgirl. You know, she's giving me very Grey Gardens vibes, where a soft, neutral makeup would have been lovely. Can't really see how well it fits her. It just looks oversized and like a long sleeve shirt. The fabric does look pretty nice. It looks like it might be like that tencel fabric, you know, like denim. You can get that very light chambray denim fabric that's like tencel, and I think you can get it in different colors as well. That's what it looks like.
Got soda on my shirt.
Hi, Vicky White.
I'm in a good mood. Yeah.
Okay, Tidius. So I stand corrected.
If I'm killing myself on camera, what about all the people who smoke? Nobody ever comments on people who smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Nobody sits there and champions anybody who smokes. Nobody's going, woohoo, they smoke. That's awesome. That's cool. They're going to be like, please don't smoke. That's disgusting. I don't like it. Don't blow it in my face. Don't do it in my house. People get up all in smokers' asses all the time. They get so mad about it because everybody's on their case. People are always talking about her. Please don't smoke the shisha. It's so bad for you. Like everybody's talking about people who smoke. What are you talking about? Stop it. Oh, Becca. Oh, who was it? Harland. I used to have memberships, but I've turned it off because I can't. There was stuff that happened and it just sort of put me off, and I can't commit my time just yet. I haven't got a grip on keeping a good schedule. Schedules freak me out. I hate them. And I feel a lot of pressure, and it's not from anybody. It's all internal pressure because I take responsibility for myself. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If I make a promise, I promise it. And a membership is a promise. A promise is to deliver good content on time, regularly, and specifically. And I'm just not at a place where I can confidently do that yet. Maybe in a couple of months when I've got a hang of the editing and I'm a little bit faster and I've got my sleep schedule back on track, I might reconsider it. But thanks for the interest. That makes me feel nice that you're interested in at least a membership. But for now, just drop in and say hi and hang out. It's all good.
You're right. Only 5 people who eat junk food.
And you get $5 worth of good vibes as well. It's probably like $20 worth. But okay, so let me help, guys. Let's help with the good vibes. Good vibes. Okay. Harland, what do you need some good vibes for? Let me know and we'll work it out. We'll manifest some good stuff for you. Money, health.
Anytime a fat person doesn't eat something that's the portion of a pea and is like not leafy greens, it's criticized. So I just whatever, tune it out now.
Hi, Choo-choo.
I was pretty sassy in my replying to my comments today, actually. I'm so tired of the same BS, like the same comments, like your husband's a feeder. So anybody who likes fat people, or the people who he doesn't like fat people, he loves me, okay? And I'm not defined by my fat. Therefore, that's why he loves me. Thanks. Getting grip, it's the internet. I know, but why can't we try to correct things that people like attitudes towards people?
I'm sorry, but when she turned to the side and her lips did the little ducky thing, I love it. It's so funny. I love this face. It's literally my favorite. It makes her so much more watchable for me. Like her regular face just annoys me.
Your husband's a feeder.
Well, I actually don't think Salah is a feeder. I don't think he enjoys her because he's always on her about walking and locking the fridge up. Not always on about it, but he's made comments where it's clear that he doesn't. But foodie's currency is food. So if he wants what he wants, he's got to give her what she wants. And what does she want? She wants food. So I don't think it's that. I don't think he's into her because she's big and making her bigger is his ultimate goal. I think his ultimate goal is keeping her satisfied and happy long enough for them to get themselves over to Canada. Yeah. But you can tell yourself what you want, foods. Let's see the duck face again.
So anybody who likes fat people, or the people who he doesn't like fat people, he loves me, okay? And I'm not defined by my fat. Therefore, that's why he loves me.
He does like all shapes and sizes. That was evident when we saw the lady in the red room because she didn't look to be like a plus size lady. And we know he doesn't like brunettes just specifically either because she was a blonde. So we know that he likes short, little, plump, pistachio looking ladies from Canada. And he also likes a tall, average sized blonde lady. I'm going to say that she's perhaps Norwegian because that's what's in my mind. He's a diverse lad, is our Salah. Likes them all.
Me. Thanks. I'm getting grip, it's the internet. I know, but why can't we try to correct things that people like attitudes
sorry, I'm
towards
showing you
people?
comments, guys. I'm reading them.
I generalize fat people? No. The internet generalizes all fat people. Big time.
Oh.
They lump everyone in the same category.
Hope you have a good morning.
One size fits all. I had the.
I'm going to go back because I love it when she tells us what we think.
He doesn't like fat people. He loves me, okay? And I'm not defined by my fat. Therefore, that's why he loves me.
She's not defined by her fat. She's just imprisoned by it.
Thanks. I'm getting
Thanks.
grip, it's the internet. I know, but why can't we try to correct things that people like attitudes towards people, you know? I generalize fat people? No. The internet.
Well, let's explore that because she's talked about her people in her chat, people in other people's chats and other reaction channels that were all hopeless, fat, lazy, useless, miserable, ugly, not even good enough that our husbands would want us. They'd want her more than they want us. gross. Just she's labeled a lot of us with the fat trope. So yeah, she has stereotyped fat people, but I think she doesn't see herself in that mode because she feels like she's a pretty fat. She's a pretty fat, whereas there's like in her mind, there's pretty fats and then there's the ugly fats. The ugly fats are not worth as much as the pretty fats, and that's where she sits. Prettier than 90% of YouTube.
Generalizes all fat people. Big time.
Big
They lump
time.
everyone in the same category. One size fits all. I had the pizza and McDonald's and some granola, yogurt, berries, apple. Thank you, mistress. I just tune them out. They're boring. And you're pathetic.
She tunes them out, but they're boring. She's watching everybody. We know she is. They're boring. She sounded like a teenager.
And boring, okay? And it was the funniest thing I ever seen. It was like, huh? I haven't been here forever. Why the hell did you stop farting?
Farting foodie was better than Kuwaiti foodie, that's for sure.
I love enough to talk about something else. Talk instead of food. How about you do something for Muslim families instead of mocking Islam?
Choo choo. Yes, we're all rude beasts on this channel. We just love to shout, let your freak fly. No, I'm vision impaired. I have really bad eyesight. And then the chat is kind enough to let go of the social shackles of speaking in small caps, which is considered polite. Here, big caps helps me. So feel free to shout your head off.
How do you know I don't do something? How am I mocking Islam? You're not even Muslim.
Do we even need to have this conversation? Do we need to talk about how she's mocking Islam? Because I'm not Islamic, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not an authority. But I feel weird about her dress, her attitude, just the whole reason why she changed over. I just feel like it's a little, just gives me massive icks. And I feel like it's totally, she's disrespectful. I can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely disrespectful. I will let the Muslim community work on that one, and I'll just back them up.
Get out of here. I'm actually not that insecure anymore. Hi, coffee first. Life is depressing. It's all how you look at it. Did you say this chat smells like cheese? Why am I in a weird mood today? Petition to make a morbidly obese Barbie. Why not? If the original Barbie can have unhealthy...
Didn't they make an average-sized or a slightly plus-sized Barbie, and it did okay? It just didn't sell like Barbie. That would be like selling Transformers, right? And just making them slightly different, like just different. There's Barbie is a brand name. It is a thing. It is like Lego. Maybe it's not healthy for young girls' body images, but that's up to us as parents to negotiate around that. It realistically is. It is just a doll. It is just a doll. And they did make regular sized ones. If you choose to buy that for your daughter as well as a Barbie or not Barbies at all, they have done that. Just like they've made different raced Barbies. They've made different hair types. They've made male Barbies, younger Barbies, teenage Barbies. They've done all sorts of different ones. They do try to be diverse. You can't blame it all on Barbie.
Body standards for young women. Why can't we put a chubby, at least a chubby Barbie, okay? Because listen.
Yeah, but there's a big stretch from chubby to super morbidly obese. You still wouldn't feel the character type of a chubby Barbie foodie. You still wouldn't meet the standard. Jeez.
Again, I'm not saying that being fat is healthy, but there's a lot of things that are not healthy. And it doesn't just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of things about.
Yeah, but a lot of those things can be prevented. It's preventable. That's the problem. Being overweight is a preventable condition or a fixable condition or a manageable condition. Just like giving up smoking. You can give up smoking. You can take up exercise. You can lose weight. You can eat better. There are all things you can do for some of those things that are bad. Just to say, oh, I'm fat, but you smoke, two different things. Completely different humans, complete different problems. You work on you and I'll work on me.
About people's lifestyles, like normalize different body shapes and sizes. What the heck? It's 2023. It gets on my nerves. Chinese food, yeah, that didn't make me feel too good. If I'm being honest about the Chinese food,
we know from historical facts that Chinese food never sits well on her tummy because it's too oily. It's too oily for her. She just doesn't. She doesn't cope well with the Chinese, so I don't know why she even bought it.
Honestly, I'm going to say it's really hard being transparent because like I said, if people have with diet,
Because I like to lie. I speak Fupa, guys. That's what she's saying. It's hard being transparent because I like to lie and I can't worm my way around things when I do something totally contradictory, because then you'll be able to lock me down with my truth or not truth, whatever it is.
diet culture so rampant in society, like if you're not following a specific diet that people can all agree on, like if I were to do keto, people would be cheering me on, you know? But for me, I find it very, very weird to completely restrict all food groups. Like, okay, if you look at the blue zones, look at the blue zones. If you're gonna say carbs are bad, look at the blue zones where people live to be like,
Does she make anyone else's head hurt? Like, she makes my head hurt. She is restricting an entire group of foods, like homemade, fresh or freshly made, kitchen made. She's subsisting on food that is ordered in, takeaway, or prepared for her by someone else. So when you technically think about it, she is excluding an entire type of food already. She's just
what, 100? They all eat high carb, not processed. They eat natural carbs, like whole grains and like fruits and a lot of fruits and vegetables.
If she's talking about, say, like Asian countries where they eat lots of rice, and the Japanese, and like, because the Asians, they live a long time, right? And it's studied the diet, studied the lifestyle. Yeah, man, they eat a lot of carbs. They need a lot of carbs. It's because they probably work. They come from a culture where they have to work the fields, they have to work outside. Their delivery, like, it's a manufacturing country. India, manual labor. A lot of those countries come from historically places where they have a lot of agriculture and manual manufacturing employment. Like, shut up. They burn it off. They have physical activity to accompany the amazing amount of carbs that they require to fuel them to get through their day. They're not sitting around on their velvet couches eating McDonald's fries. They're probably sitting there eating the rice that the wife or the husband's prepared the night before for their breakfast, their lunch, and their dinner, with some vegetables or some protein on the side. Shut up.
Vegetables. They don't eat very much meat.
I
So
like
to eat like nothing but fat, like number one,
mozzarella.
doesn't my body have a lot of fat already? So like, shouldn't my body live off of my fat? So shouldn't I keep my fat intake low so that my body can ingest my own fat? That doesn't make sense to me.
It's to keep you full. It's to keep you full. To stop you from eating. That's why it doesn't work for you, because you just keep eating and eating and eating and eating. If you don't understand it, don't try it. Just stop. You need to speak to a professional.
Weight Watchers to me is the most realistic. Yeah, you're right. And I
Why aren't you doing it? If it sounds realistic, then go ahead and do it. Give it a shot. Go and give it a shot. But the thing with Weight Watchers is that you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself and say, I didn't have that, or that's only 3 points when you're eating a double portion and it's actually 6. Because that's where Foodie would cheat the system. She would, it's only a half a cup when it's actually a cup and a half, because she has no.
I get to something like that kind of, lifestyle eventually. But I think for now, it's so like, for me, I think that the best thing is just working on not binging, because that's where I consume thousands of calories at once. That's the part that's not healthy. And I was doing that daily almost for my whole life, so I've noticed that just cutting out the binging, at least greatly reducing it. And I weighed myself even in the evening. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll weigh less, but I'm going to post my weigh in. I lost a little bit of weight. And I think that's because of that. Like I was gaining because the binging was out of hand, Barack Obama, 6 months. Only thing that matters is calories, my good chum. Ready, set, babies. Thank you. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, from a mathematical standpoint, yeah, calories in, calories out. But then from a nutrition standpoint, you do have to eat healthy food.
How nutritional is your McDonald's? How nutritional was that Chinese? How nutritional was your pizza? How nutritional was your Texas Roadhouse? How nutritional was your Molokia chicken? How are we looking at nutrition? Was it nutritious because you had some greens on the side? Like, she couldn't give a shit about nutrition. She worries about volume and feeling full. The nutrition's pointless. She just wants weight loss and lots of food. And I don't know what kind of diet she's going to get to meet that.
So, but for now, I'm just working on the not binging. Just doing one thing at a time, I find so much easier on me, you know. World traveler, hi Beezers, are you still weighing yourself? Yes. Although even in like binge eating recovery, they tell you not.
Who thinks she's weighing herself every single day? Or I think she's weighing herself after she's done a bath, when she's been to the bathroom and done a poo. I think she's weighing herself every single day to see how she's going.
So really focus on the scale at first.
Hi, Tangled Bliss. Hi.
So,
Hi, Janine.
Yeah. Yes, I am seeing a therapist. Well, I haven't had my first meeting yet, but I have it like on the go.
She hasn't been to a therapist yet. Oh, by the way, because this just made a thought pop into my head. Blah, blah, blah. Erie Pepperoni did a video today. I might link it in my description, or if somebody can grab it from her channel and pop it in the link. She did a really good video today just showcasing foodie from 2018 to a speech that she gave about her bingo eating. And she put it together. It was very, very well put together. And that what she just said made me think of it. So go and watch that on Erie's. I don't want to watch it here because I want Erie to get the views for it because she made it. Great job. But it was really good. And I think if Foodie could get a chance to watch it, I think she could. It was called A Wake Up Call, I think, or something like that. But it's her latest one. She just dropped it today. Yeah.
Oh, and then nutrition-wise, yeah, I have to I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, the no carb thing is so weird. Like I saw somebody talking on TikTok, they're like, you can't have any carbs, only berries. I was like, I have not seen a...
Why are you going to TikTok for bingo eating advice? Go to a therapist. That's what made me think of it. The therapist. That's what made me think of Erie's video. I'm just wriggling myself around here, guys. She was talking about all of the all the advice, but it just comes down to self-control. And how do you say no? None of the therapy and dieting and all that means anything unless you can say no. Where do you think you learn to get some control of your emotions? Reduce the kind of triggers that you have? Where do you think you learn it and adapt those skills? Where do you get it from? You get it from a professional to help you unravel and work through it. Either a nutritionist, a dietitian, a psychologist, a psychotherapist. That's where you get the tools from to get the mental fortitude and false willpower, because I don't think it's actual willpower. It's just the deal that you make with yourself to say no. You get that by working with a professional. That's where the value lies in it. It's literally like walking to Bunnings and buying a toolbox full of all the tools that you need to build the thing that you need. The thing that you need is control. Once you've got the right tools for the job, you're fine. It helps. You can work at it. But she just thinks she just got to work on the food. And that drives me mental because it's like... It's literally banging your head up against a wall and wondering why you're getting a headache.
High carb vegan who has been fat. They're all super healthy looking. So are you? She's just not healthy. No, actually, my breathing hasn't gotten worse. You fine? What is considered fat? Fat is an umbrella term for everyone fat. I mean, even morbidly obese people are fat, right?
Super morbidly obese are fat. Yeah, everyone who's got too much weight on their body is fat. It is relative to who you're talking to, though, what they consider fat. But there are medical degrees of what is normal weight, overweight, obese, morbidly obese, super morbidly obese. There are medical categories. What society thinks and what your personal opinion of fat is doesn't really matter when it comes down to actual medical health conditions. That's when you talk to professionals.
Yeah. Counseling. Huh? There's a lot of people who have overcome binge eating, though, without therapy. I'm just saying. Lowered. Oh, yeah. So, I think I told you guys this story, though, if it's a repeat, but...
Oceana? Someone has hacked the chat. Who? What? What's happened? Oh no, I think YouTube's having issues with the chat at the moment. There's glitches. Is that what you mean? Because I can see Juliana. Oh, what's going on? Do I need to do anything? Do I need to do anything? What are we doing? Ooh, okay. This is the first time something bad's happened. Battle stations, everyone. Man, your stations. Let's see if we can figure it out. Let's keep going and we'll work it out as we go.
Manifesting money. So my family doctor was kind of scatterbrained, the one I had at the time. She never remembered me. Remember I told you guys this? So she was the one who put me on Ozempic. And then whenever I saw her, she gave me another blood test or A1C test. And my blood sugars were like they were normal. They were like in like 6 or something. Hi, bud. That at that point she just didn't prescribe it again for me because she said that I was like my blood sugars were fine. She's like, why did I? She didn't even really remember putting me on Ozempic. Like I had to explain the history again. Like she was so like she was really nice, but she was very not organized as a family doctor.
Oh, it's okay.
What do you mean try to stand up on my own? I always stand up on my own. Are you living under a rock?
Chantal can barely stand up at all. Like she's not standing up on her own. She's gone halfway across the world to be with somebody because she wanted somebody to completely control her life and make all her life decisions for her. Everything seems to be okay now. I don't have any rogue mods. All my mods are doing okay. Is it Abby? Let me just quick. Sorry, guys. Abby, are you in here? Because Abby's a mod, but Abby's fine. I don't know. Moonface, you're back. Oh, okay. So maybe if I time Abby out, that'll stop it. Because then if she's timed out, she can't accidentally do it. Do you reckon that's a plan? But I can't see her unless she's typing in the chat. Oh no. Oh, well, maybe if it keeps happening, we'll see. We'll see what we can do because I can't fix it. Because unless she chats, I can't do anything. All right, let's keep going.
It was so unhealthy.
Go team, go. Way to figure it out.
You guys remember that? And I was in and out of the hospital. So I'm trying to really get it under control. It's a struggle every day. But honestly, I'm like, that was fine. Like, I'm not hungry. I'm trying to pay attention to hunger. Like, when I had the pizza, I was hungry at first, and then I ate, and I was not. So after about 3 slices, I'm good.
Oh,
so I know what my limit is, And now the cheeseburgers and fries was good enough. So yeah. I mean, it takes some getting used to understanding, like, living with someone with BED, like, especially if you don't know what it is, It's, like, so hard to explain to somebody. The meal service, we still have it. I still eat some of the meals from it sometimes. Like, they delivered today for tomorrow for breakfast.
So she sometimes still eats from the meal kits. Sometimes. Aren't the meals that she's supposed to be having a supplement? So, like, in my mind, that would tell me it's like the meal kits are a no-brainer. I eat those. They're my first go-to option and priority. Whatever I want for breakfast, I'm looking to that meal kit. If I want a snack, I'm looking to the meal kit. My lunch and my dinner, meal kit. Anything in between is extra on top of. I don't get the extras. I don't buy pizza thinking, no, I don't really want what's in the meal kit. I eat the meal kit first. And then if I want something else, then I'll order something. That would be what my thinking would be. But no, it sounds like it's like, oh, I'm eating whatever I want. And then, if I get hungry enough, I might eat what's in the meal kit. That's what I'm thinking.
Breakfast, it was a croissant with peanut butter and jelly. So even that, it's not all health food. It's just portioned out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not the healthiest food, but if it helps me get some weight off at first, that's all that matters. Like eating what I want, but just croissant.
I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of true. Like, because of her eating issue, literally just trying to focus on eating smaller is great. It's great, fantastic. But she's gone from I'm doing a 45-day water fast to cutting down my portions to I'm just going to eat whatever I want. Like, the mentals are everywhere. I don't have much hope. As I can see from already, she's slowly creeping back to bingoing. Just from the size of the meals that she's ordering in and the type of meals and the portion sizes, like the sides, that rice that she ate today that we'll see later, massive.
Oh, yeah, binge eating. Yeah.
Keep saying it, foodie. I wish I'd edited it.
It's a mental, that's exactly it. It's not just diet and exercise only don't fix it, you know? No, and I don't wear maternity abayas. What is with the community and fat shame?
So, okay, 2 comments back to back there. Food and exercise are 2 things. I would say you absolutely 100% need movement in conjunction with better eating, whatever that looks like for you, whatever is going on with you. But you 100% need better movement for a couple of reasons: to get your body ready for extra movement so you can lose more weight or get your body in better physical condition, plus all the wonderful mental health that it gives you. The core, like the good, hormones and chemicals that bursts in your brain from a nice brisk walk or a slow jog, the way your muscles feel, the way you relax, the way it can help get rid of anxiety. All of that is beneficial as well, not just weight loss. There's more to it than just, I'm burning calories to lose weight. It's good for you overall. And the other thing, she just fat shamed pregnant women. Not all pregnant women are fat or look fat. They just have larger abdomens and they need concealment with bigger and longer shirts that are tailored for the female body. Just because you're fat and it's the only type of thing that fits your physical type, which reminiscent of pregnant ladies with triplets, you're 10 months gone, just because that's the type of shirt that only fits you, that doesn't mean that all pregnant women are fatty fatsos like you. That's rude. She's just so rude.
Jamie, I'll never get it. What is the healthcare system like in Kuwait? Oh, I've only been to the clinic once, and it was pretty good, pretty darn good. It was very cheap, almost free.
Not unlike what you get in Canada that you were bitching and moaning about, or perhaps could have gotten you free mental health care. But no, because it's in Kuwait, it's better.
And the nurse, I don't know, it was just really, I had to keep going back for nebulizer treatments, remember? Seemed just like it wasn't packed. It only took us like maybe 15 minutes to get seen. I love falafel.
We know.
I'm having trouble not being mean.
Yeah, you're failing.
Ew. What would I wear them with, my bias? Thanks for the stupid chat. I hear she's targeting Amberlynn now. Why do fat women of Gore World attack only 2 other fat women? Can you explain that?
Lynn and Foodie are the what do they call, the pillars of Gore World. We discuss you because you're two sides of the same coin. You're both narcissistic beaches that are awful in multitudes of ways. That's why so many people talk about you. That's why. It's not targeting, it's talking about, because you just never learn. You never change, you never learn. It's the same crap. And we like it. We like to talk about it. It makes us feel better about ourselves, and it helps us as a community work on the things we need to work on and look at ourselves in the mirror and go, I will not be like Foodie today. I will not be like Amber today, because I've seen how ugly they are and I don't want to be like that.
That's me. Tally you. Oh. I think Amberlynn can definitely afford to live on her own. For sure. She probably makes bank. Seriously. Because I make pretty decent money. And she gets like triple the views I get. Quadruple. So she, Mountain lives in your heart. She doesn't like to be alone. Yeah, I could see that. For the longest time, I was always like, I want to live alone. But then whenever you live alone, it is lonely, I guess. She only makes money because she steals your content. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I need to iron this.
Takes it and improves it and makes it watchable. I wouldn't say that's stealing.
Or steam it.
I'd say it's like an old chair. You find it on the side of the road, you pick it up, you refurbish it, you put some paint on it, put some fabric on it. It's better. It's not the same crappy rubbish chair that it was sitting on the curb. Foodie's content is the rubbish chair. Reaction channels or one specific reaction channel just makes it better, makes it easier to sit down on. Park your bum.
She does have a beautiful home. Yeah, she does. What do you estimate Amberlynn makes a month? I don't know. It's personal, but probably like over. Well,
Amber can afford to hire help is probably more accurate.
maybe 20K. I don't know. I think Amberlynn canceled her surgery because she knew no one would be there to wipe her. Well, look.
She's going to go to TikTok and find out no iron hacks. She's going to figure out that you can probably wash it, shake it out, put it on a hanger, hang it up in your bathroom when you have a hot shower, which for foodies probably once every 2 weeks. Have a hot shower, all the creases will probably drop out of it, and when you put it on, she'll be sweet. She's not ironing it. She probably doesn't even own an iron. I don't even own an iron. I have a hand steamer. I do have an iron because I make t-shirts. I used to make t-shirts, so I do still have an iron. And there are certain things like jeans that just absolutely have to be ironed sometimes. But no, she's not going to iron that shirt. Are you kidding? She can't even iron the curtains.
Look, I don't think so, but I have a soft spot for Amberlynn because we were
well, you're just going to have to slow down, girl. Have you got a wire? Hey, here's a little hack for you. If you're on an iPhone, have you got a Bluetooth keyboard? Because you can often sync them up to your iPhones and use a Bluetooth keyboard instead. Try that.
You know, I understand what she's going through, and
I never use it either.
I think like the treatment she gets, like with fat shaming and everything, is just gross. To be honest,
Abby. Right, I need to talk to you. We were having some serious issues before, and YouTube was putting you to blame. I don't know what happened, but apparently hit a few people, deleted a few messages. I think it's having some stuff was going on. Were we switched on in your pocket? It sorted itself out, but we were like, how do we make it stop? It's all right. It was a team effort. It just sort of went away after a bit. But hi, welcome. Welcome. You can sit in the corner for a little bit.
I didn't know Feline, but I think I didn't know any of her girlfriends like personally. But on camera, I think Becky.
That's what they
because
figured
Becky
out.
hasn't like outed Amberlynn, has she? Beyond Abaya's, yeah.
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 Yeah, I do that sometimes because my screen, I used to have a small screen and I used to use my iPad. I had a big 12.9 iPad and I bought a little wireless Bluetooth keyboard and you can sync it up and you can use it like a clickety-clack because I used to do Word documents and used to type up like if I had to talk in chat to people, if I'm trying to sort out a problem or something, I would just use a mini Bluetooth keyboard. Yeah, it's totally fun. I know it works on iPhone. I have no idea if it works on Samsung. You usually have to have a key. Like there's a little step that you have to do to sync it up, but I think it's probably easier nowadays. It's just like any other Bluetooth device. You have to have it in syncing mode. The lights will often flash and then it'll come up and then you just go connect device and then you can just start typing. Yeah.
5K a month? Who says I make 5K a month?
You just outed yourself by guesstimating 20K. She gets quadruple the views. 5 times 4 is 20. Yeah. So you get about $5,000 a month.
She's threatening to out. Babe, you would never do that to me, would you? Kidding.
No, we didn't time you out. We couldn't, because you hadn't commented, we couldn't time you out. Like we couldn't click on you. We just figured it'll stop eventually.
Yeah, people were waiting for Pete to do that when we moved out of the villa. He would, honestly, knock on wood, but he would never do that ever. So you'll be waiting all day.
You know, it doesn't fit her very well. I guess we can all tell why that shirt doesn't fit her very well. She's got so much like shoulder and the seams are so far down. Like she's probably bought it. And the sleeves, oddly enough, fit her. So that does make me think it's a maternity shirt because they usually make this tummy bigger, but the sleeves are regular. So you like they make it cut for the height of you with a little bit extra on the front, but she's got so much going on here because she needs the room for the tummy. And that's why the shoulders are always so weird. But the fact that she's got the tailored cuffs make it sit better at the hand. So she's probably got a lot of extra fabric around this area. And that's why it's so like fitted here because of the buttons. And we know she's got fat hands and fat wrists and it fits her comfortably. So we know it's probably a big size. Or it's got the expander buttons. So she's got 2 rows of buttons. So you've got 1 buttonhole here, a double row of buttons. So as you grow, you can have an extra button slot so you can make them a bit wider so they're not so tight. Again, makes me think it's probably a maternity shirt. Yeah, it's all right.
For repossession equate jail, I think. Hey, Scapegoat. Yeah. Strong, independent trans who needs to not to out his bestie. Ask us questions to get to know the audience.
She does have zero. Okay, guys. Now, from one food obsessive to another, my admittance just yesterday, I think it was the day before, her question, she could have asked them any question at all, her audience, get to know them as people, get to know them as chat, get intimate, get up close, ask them a question. Okay, ask them a question. What's the question she asks? What do you think it was?
What's your favorite pizza? It's very unhealthy. I know, Blue. And Shaw.
Still thinking about food. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What's your shoe size? I want to know everyone's shoe size. Tell me. Pop it in the chat.
I will stop. I have cut down a lot. I used to smoke a couple times, but I tried to just smoke once a day. And I don't even do that. Again.
So she's having 1 round of shisha a day. So she's only smoking about 100 cigarettes a day. Okay, cool. She's cut back. Her lungs aren't affected at all.
Not talking about food.
Okay, let's look at your hoofs, guys. Let's see how big your feet are. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be size embarrassed. If you're a tall lady with big feet or a short lady with big feet, it's okay. Oh, I'm a size 8.5, 9-ish. Depends on the brand, but I'm about an 8.5 to a 9. Okay, so what have we got here? So that's about an 8. Yep. Okay, a 3. English Virgo. You must be tiny. Are you a leprechaun? Size 3. That's tiny. Okay, 6'5". Oh, small. UK 5. We've all got some small feeders. 11. Proud to see our stable feeded ladies. Size 10 or 11. Don't be ashamed. It must be hard to buy shoes, though. I know it is. It's hard to get shoes in that size, or nice ones anyway. 9 wide. Yeah, me too. I'm about an 8.5. I could be an 8 wide or a 9 regular. 8, 7, 10.5. Hi, Allegra. 10.5. 8 US. Yeah, size 7 and 8. 7.5, 8 is the most common size. I used to work in shoes when I was a junior. That was my first job. But yeah, normally a size 8 is the most common size. U6, size 7. Oh, yes, we can share. Woohoo! I like sneakers, Abby. Do you like sneakers? I've got lots of cool sneakers. UK 7, UK 3. Yeah, natural ginger. She's tiny. She's a tiny baby. 8 wide, being tall. I look so big. You would, Allegra. You would not be stable if you had little feet. If you're tall, you've got to have the big feet to balance you out. It's like having a table, the legs. You can't have short legs. Size, oh, good. 6 kids. Okay. We've got some smalls and we've got some mediums and we've got some extra larges and some extra larges. Perfect. We're all over the place. We can swap, guys. If that wasn't totally, completely gross, we could totally share shoes.
Thinking of food as a negative, thinking of food as like something taboo and like I shouldn't talk about it, it's forbidden. It just exacerbates the eating disorder. It does.
When has Foodie ever held back talking about food? She talks about food while she's eating the food. She talks about food after she's eating. In between eating food, she's talking about food. She's never held back. She's never felt taboo about talking about food. When did that happen? We missed that show. We must have missed that episode.
I know it seems productive, but it's actually not. I certainly think what my next meal is, which isn't great. Yeah, I do that too. Brittany is me, but like I've been doing it a little less now because I don't feel like I have to plan my food. I just eat. I'm trying to eat when I'm hungry. I'm really trying to learn like a more intuitive way of eating, like disregarding food rules and diet culture, stopping binging. Well, barbecue chicken made up having twins, but FFG makes up having a boyfriend. So I mean, and people just
Does she make up having a boyfriend? I don't know about the other drama with the twins thing. Whatever, I don't know about it. But does she? Have we got empirical proof that that's made up, or is that just an opinion there, Foodie? Because we wouldn't want to hypothesize incorrectly. We wouldn't make assumptions about someone, would we, Foodie? Because we wouldn't criticize people for doing that same thing and then do it ourselves, right? No, of course not. Never.
Eat that up. So, I'm telling you, all of these reactors are way more demented, but nobody believes me.
Suck. It's very hard, Kate.
Making your pockets empty. Do you want enough money to decorate your home? No.
Okay. Does it seem like Foodie really gives much crap about the apartment that she shares with Salah? Because it seems to be very boy-centric. The colours, it doesn't seem like it has a girly touch to it. But I remember back in the day when Foodie wanted to make her room an oasis, a serene place to be with lights and decoration. She wanted it to be a safe haven. She was all about creating the mood, but not anymore.
I don't want to decorate. I don't care about that. I don't care about material things like that. I want to save the money to, travel and stuff or do things in the.
Well, stop buying your meal kits and have your stupid gym membership that you're not actually using and put that money away for your traveling. How about that? That'd be a great way to save some money.
Future. We have a pretty home.
No, you don't. I'm going to say it. She has a bloke home. She has a blokey house. I don't know how many blokes would pick a blue velvet couch, but it was free. I reckon that couch was free, and that's why they've got the blue velvet couch. She has a blokey home. It's minimalist. It's boring. The blue, like, there's no way in hell that those curtains would have passed muster with me. I would have been like, are you out of your freaking mind? There is no. First of all, I want proper curtains. We're going to wash them and iron them before we put them up. And we're sure as shit not having yellow and blue. I don't care how much you like the sand in the ocean. We're having something neutral. We're having white, we're having grey, or a nice pop of colour, but we're not having those monstrosities. You know why I think they've got those? Because they're cheap. They're probably in the bargain bin basement. Or they were free. They found them on the side of the road while they were picking up a cat.
See her grandpa, and she's vile. Okay, nobody ever tell me that I'm vile because I just sit here like I've been doing mukbangs.
You're vile. You're vile. You're vile. You're vile while you're doing your mukbangs. You're vile while you're sitting here talking about people. You're just vile. 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 I'll even sing it to you. V-I-L-E. You're V-I-L-E. See, there you go. I'll say it all day long.
Okay, not talking about anyone minding my own business. This loser has the nerve to say, I saw a snippet on your mama's stream. I was petting my cat, okay? And my hand is big. Oh, well. So she's like, I can't, you guys, I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm so distracted by her hand being so puffy.
We were probably talking about the time that she had the henna on it. It was hard not to look at Foodie's hands. Foodie has troll doll hands. They are massive. And it's not just the size of them. It's the concern. It's concerning how puffy they are. Like, it's more than just being overweight. That looks like she's got some blood pressure issues, fluid retention issues. They are very distracting. And her thumb looks like
okay,
a dog's
what's your
penis.
Point? What is your point? How does the size of my hand have anything to do with, like, she's legit fat shaming me. Like, and I'm the vile one, though. Like, this person boasts every day that.
Oh, a KT. This is what I would be thinking. I would have some organza behind the windows or some like meshed fabrics, either in front or behind. And then I would have white block-out blinds to keep the sun out, to keep the temperature low and to keep the sun out. But so I could push them back, and then I could have like a hazy, muted beach view, or then I could open them completely when I want to see out. I'd want to make those big, huge windows a feature, not an eyesore. And then around it, you could have some hanging plants on either side, or some nice planters, or you could have a nice window seat underneath it. Like, make it a spot to work on your iPad, just to chill out, to hang out. Make it almost like the beach is a picture and you're framing the picture with something beautiful. So it's lovely to look at, not cheesy, yucky, cheap looking unironed curtains. Gross. Yeah, she's got a luxury apartment with a 2 small bathroom.
I'm vile and I deserve this treatment. Like,
Hi, Deb. Hi.
get a life, please.
We've
My
got
God,
lives. You need to get one.
So that helping you come up with a plan to deal with your BED.
Hi,
That's not his
Thunderain. Hi.
responsibility. No. But he's very supportive. But it's hard to understand.
He's too supportive. That's why you've probably put on 80 to 100 pounds since you've been there. Supportive in all the wrong ways. I definitely do not have a partner that is like, do you think we had conversations about my weight gain? Yeah, we did. Were they hard for him? Absolutely. Imagine talking to your wife about your concerns about her health because of her weight without hurting her feelings and making her feel ugly and gross. Do you know how hard that is to have as a person? And if you're a sensitive person, not to take it as an attack. Like, that person cares about you to have that conversation and to potentially hurt their feelings and to bear the wrath of somebody who's upset by that, regardless of the consequences. They've had that conversation because it's important. Do you think Salah's having those conversations with her? I think they're having fights and then they resolve it and then she gets away and they just continue on. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been putting on to 80 to 100 pounds.
BED, you know? People talking about other people's looks is so pointless. Yeah. I mean, if I did that, like,
you don't like it?
I would say things like,
I don't love it.
For example, because like,
when I gauge foodies' clothes, I don't gauge it on whether it's nice or whether it's not nice. I gauge it on a scale of the ugliest thing I've ever seen her freaking wear, which is probably the orange golf dad shirt, to the nicest thing that I've ever seen her wear, which is probably that really nice paisley pink plummy thing that she wore just before she left with the hijab that she had on, the black one with the gold on it. Flouncy sleeves, it was a dress. She wore it for Thanksgiving. That's probably one of the nicest outfits. Or the hot pink shirt when she was wearing the Michael Jackson wig. That's two of her best looks, right? On a scale of fugly to really nice, this sits about a 3, simply because it looks cleanish. It's not a insidiously horrific color on her. And that's about it. They're the 2 feet. It's not a horrible color and it looks clean. That's why it probably gets a 3 or a 4. If she had nicer makeup on and maybe a cream or a light gray or even a darker khaki or something like that, like a different shade of green, like head scarf or something, not something as harsh as the black with it, it would probably be even better. But it's not the worst thing she's worn. And that's how I'm scaling it.
Like, look at the amount of body shaming people do to me. So then when I turn around, for example, it's okay for FFG to have a whole...
No, not the too tight blue dress where her nugs were literally falling out up to her chin and cutting the circulation off on her arm. No. And that pale blue looked horrible on her.
Whole channel dedicated to talking about me in every single stream she does every day. But when I turn around once in a while and say...
You're correct, Sunshine Chicken. She's at least covered up in a modest way. Like it's less flesh. Again, extra points. I did forget. It's mostly clean. It's not the worst color she's ever worn, and it covers her up.
Listen, lady, you need to back off because you're a heifer. Like, you're friggin' huge. Okay, not nice, but
okay. So if we're gonna do the matching eyeshadow, because I know that's what some people like to do, and sometimes I even like to do it a little bit, but not like this. Take away the eyeliner from around the eyes, the heavy eyeliner, and maybe do just like, well, I'll take my glasses off, can't see anything. Just do the lid with a really soft pale green, just so that there's a hint, or maybe even like an eyeliner, a khaki eyeliner, or just eyeline the top of it. and then do like neutral, and then highlight the underbrow with a nice taupey brown or something like that, and make the green the bit that pops, and then just put on some like mascara. That would it would show the green through. It would make her green eyes pop. It's the eyeliner that just it doesn't look good, and it actually makes her look a bit old fashioned and dottery. It looks really nursing home.
When I do that once in a while, people they then turn around and gaslight and cry victim, like cry bullies. It's ridiculous. Exactly.
Hi, Susanna. Hi.
All the substance issues I had, yeah. Thank you,
It's
YouTube.
like a
Yeah, I know,
green
because it's so abundant there, right? There's like a weed store every corner in Canada, so it's hard to avoid, but
There are liquor stores in most shopping centres. There are probably, I could name 3 in my local neighbourhood: Liquorland, Dan Murphy's. No, actually, I've got 2 BWSs, and I have a First Choice within walking distance of my house. Does that mean I go to one every day and load up on mini bottles and a big bottle of tequila? No, I don't, because it's not good for me to drink like that every day. If you want to put it in terms of that, you don't have to drive yourself to the weed store to buy edibles or to get it delivered to your house. That's a choice you made. No one's putting a water squirter to your head and making you go and have edibles every day. Just because it's available doesn't mean you have to have it. That's bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap.
I'm not gonna tell you that. Ideas. When I first saw Salah, I was like, I thought you said when I first saw Salah, what was your thought? I was like, he's so handsome.
I'm available and he's talking to me. I feel good about me.
Like everything I love. Like I'm so attracted to like the dark hair, beard, eyes.
He acted as if he wasn't completely repulsed by me. It's one of his better features and qualities.
Bowling alley? Excuse me. Are you making fun of my attire? Lil Nitty. Yeah, my hair kind of is getting long. Yeah, it is. I just dyed it actually. And got hairspray so I can do my hair nice. Actually, it's not as like you guys.
Why is she doing her hair? Is she doing it for Salah? I still think she's got a skullet. I think she's got a little bit of length here, but she's denying how sparse it is on top. If it's come back, if it's grown in good since she's been shaving it, that's wonderful. That gives hope to all the other ladies out there with premature balding. But if she tries to tell the world that rosemary oil is the magic elixir for female balding, she's a dum-dum. She's an absolute dum-dum. And we're never going to see this hair, so we can only take her word for it, but okay. And why is it important? I thought she wasn't embarrassed about being a balding lady, but she keeps telling us how thick and luxurious her hair is now because it matters.
You guys wouldn't believe it. It's not bald like before. As bad. It used to be really bad. I want something sweet. Just one. See, I could easily binge on these. But I won't. I just have.
She just looked at the camera like, yeah, I happen to just have some packet of biscuits just sitting here beside me, ready to go. That's not eating. That's not intuitive eating, is it? That's not waiting for your hunger cues. That is literally having a snack sitting there ready to go. That's not the principles that she's going by. And it was an entire packet, not just one or two sitting on a plate. It was a packet.
Have one. Honestly, I don't like.
Oh God,
love sweets.
I know who Cyrax is. I know what that man looks like, and I can't. I watched a stream on Black Guy TV with Nova Ray, and he was spitting and I was gagging. I had to tune out. I had to go away and come back because up chuck. But yes, I think they probably are rocking very similar hairdos. But he's got brows for days though. Those eyebrows
Beezer
are
spray.
insane.
If you buy it in a store, how much is the Beezer spray, babe? I don't know. Maybe 2.5 KD, so 2.5 times 4
is 10.
Wait. What is that, like 13, 14
Yep,
bucks?
that's Cornwall education for you.
How long does it take me to clean my flat?
Never. I wouldn't know. I don't clean it. Salah does. So that would be 0 minutes a day.
A week? It's overwhelming for me. Honestly, I feel like I clean the kitchen and like it's still dirty always. Like how many things do I have to clean?
All of the things that are dirty. All of the things that are dirty. That's what you clean.
Make merch. Yes, I want merch, but
She's missed the merch train. She would have made so much money during the Cokie situation. There were so many things that she could have, like her in a little Kia off to the trap. Seriously, like people would have bought that. Like she could have BBJ, Sam shirts, her rat face, something about edibles, like the dirty llama. She could have had so many cool t-shirts and mugs and stuff. Ready Set Bees, just lip balms and eyeshadow palette. I just like, she missed the boat. There's like, she could do a cup that says, you want to go to sleep? Watch this channel. Like, seriously.
oh, I need management.
Foodie, you have nothing else to do all day. You have nothing to do. You have nothing but time on your hands to work on your mental health, your physicality, and your channel. Like literally have nothing else to do. What's your manager going to do for you that you can't do for yourself?
Hi, Annie Rose. How does the place get messy? Well, even with 2 people, it does. Am I going to travel soon? Hi, Jay. Inshallah. No, it won't be like right away. Like when I was planning the trip, it was like months away. So I have to work on building up my stamina. And, you know, even if I could get some weight down, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I just can't be nice. I can't. It's impossible.
We know. That's why we all talk about you.
If I'm nice to when I talk about these people, it burns. It itches.
Honey, that's because you don't wash it, clean it. That's probably a UTI starting or a yeast infection. That's why it burns.
Unfairly. Pouring her urine on a tomato in her backyard. Ew, what, Stan? Some people are unstable.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a TikTok of a woman spraying her menstrual blood on her plants. Ew. She's like, I'm giving back to the earth. I'm like, you know you do that.
She sits there and says that's you because, like, okay, it's not the greatest thing in the world, and I would be like, ugh. But the things that Foodie's done, ma'am, you found a Pringles lid in your folds. You have raging BV. You've got vomit in vents. You pissed your bed. Like, cat urine in wigs. I would not be judging anybody else about what they're doing with their menstrual flow. Like, seriously, like, come on now.
Every time you flush the toilet, don't worry about it. Imagine, sorry, that's just disgusting. He's going to get a Cornwall pizza? Yes. Cornwall pizzas are...
I know her own lackadaisical attitude has just, she would have made so much money from merch. Like even the haters would have bought it. Like seriously, she's just, and the eyeshadow palette was magic. That was a brilliant move. And imagine if Foodie had sold one. She could have named all sorts, like green peen. I mean, there's the shadow that she's wearing right now. She could have done a highlighter, snow, ice or something, like Cokie snow, whatever, you know? Pink, uncooked chicken. There was so many. The long brown road, that could have been a nice neutral brown. Just, oh, God.
Are so good. But I can't get pepperoni anymore because it's all pork and it's not halal. If you were a true comedy buff, you wouldn't be whining.
That's right. You put blood and bone on certain plants to make them flourish. I think you put blood and bone on your roses, don't you? Or is it too acidic? I know that it's definitely a flower that you don't use it on, but then there is another one that just absolutely eats it up. Or is that orchids? Orchids like the blood and bone. I know that there are a few gardeners down the road that I've lived, neighbours. You'd be like, oh, what's that smell? It's because they use the blood and bone fertilizer.
About things said about you and crying bully, as most are said with comedic tone. Mitzi Bo Peep, thanks for the super chat. Look, I don't mind people roasting me. I think I have a pretty good sense of humor. Like when it comes to people.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have a sense of humor about herself whatsoever. Only when she's talking about how gross she is, like Abby said before. She only giggles when it's like, oh, I'm cute, I'm so disgusting, I'm really gross and vulgar. But if somebody else makes a joke or says something, it's like, oh, you're a hater. Well, yeah, a little bit, but it's a little bit funny. Come on, stop.
Well, like making memes
Green
about me,
pea-
whatever.
Yeah.
But like certain things are just like,
Green pea soap. You could do an avocado and oatmeal soap. Green pea soap. It's bumpy, it's green, it's creamy. Perfect.
you know, not funny. Like some of it's like legit
They
just
do, see?
BS, you know, like making up conspiracies and picking apart every little thing. But making a comedy skit about me, whatever. Making a song about me, whatever.
All right,
Like
Julie,
I always
listen.
used to laugh. You guys remember that Stacy creator? I always laughed at their things. Look at Gene does sharp farts. Hilarious. These people like FFG have no talent whatsoever. They're just mean spirited and they're just pathetic. So it's not the same thing at all. When it comes from a lighthearted place, it's only funny when there's no prejudice. Exactly, Rebe. You nailed it.
It was, you know what I found really so funny? Like punchlines like drag through a bush backwards. I can guarantee that my husband would sleep with me because he would never want to sleep with you. Old hag. What else? Little black bees. Oh, what else? What other horrible things has she said? I mean, no, not horrible things. Jokes. All the funny little things that she said. The G word, the oblong word that she said about FFG. The remarks that she made about Perfectly Imperfect. Even things that she said about Pete's. All the things she said about Dee Dee, they're all just jokes. They're all just punchline, guys. Light-hearted humour. Humor.
Yeah.
It's humor, Kim.
I do
It's
think I do have
humor.
a, you know, sometimes I'm a little butthurt about things, but but yeah, some fat jokes are funny for sure. But I mean, like, exactly, when it doesn't come from a place of prejudice,
right.
that's the difference. It's lighthearted, you know?
Prejudice. I'm not prejudiced against large women. I'm prejudiced against bitches. Nasty bitches who talk terribly about most groups of people and other women, unprovoked. That's what I'm prejudiced against, and I'm happy to wear that prejudice. I have no shield for it whatsoever. I am prejudiced against bitches. Yep. I'll own it. I'll wear it. That's a shirt. I am prejudiced. Bitches beware.
I look like a Brussels sprout today. Thank you. So I think, you know.
No, she looks like the noxious gas cloud after a Brussels sprouts fart. That's what she looks like.
I miss the roasts. I want to watch them for sure. They were funny. Did you see the one where the situation tried telling a joke? You had a crush on the situation? Ew. Really? No, all of Jersey Shore, I couldn't understand that. Weird attraction.
That's a prejudice. That's a certain type. Some women like buff men with too dark tans, spiky hair, with accents. That's a group. Women, there are women and men attracted to that type, and then there are men out there who are attracted to that type as well. That's somebody's decision. The same way people think Salah's gross with his stupid weird mouth and too big forehead and lanky, skinny, fat body. You think he's hot, we think he's gross. There are lots of people out there that think those guys are really hot. That's just your personal opinion.
Attraction. No, I haven't cut my hair, Bam. I'm gonna let it grow. Is it weird to you guys that you'll never see my hair ever again?
No, it's not at all.
Layla, we didn't understand your attraction. I don't understand how I was ever attracted. Ew, maybe I never would. I don't.
She stopped herself. She goes, maybe I never was. We can all remember when Foodie was sitting there after they'd had a big fight and she was kind of crying. And she was reacting to his video high as balls. Isn't he just the most beautiful person you've ever seen? He's just so handsome to me. He is hot, guys. He's hot. He really is. How can you deny it? How can you not say he's hot? He is. I remember that moment. Don't say that you were never attracted. You thought he was the shizniz. Stop it.
Oh no. Oh, he's still around, the FBRC guy. He used to be mukbang fatty. He used to eat.
KT, she's replaced it with the hijab though. That all the tucking, that is a preening thing. It's a discomfort thing. It's self-soothing. She does that. I don't know if you've noticed, but because I've had a bit of anxiety lately, this is my self-soothing thing. It's almost like stemming, but I'm not autistic, but that would be considered like a stem. It's a self-soothing. It's a physical touch or a physical activity that soothes you. I rub my collarbone, and it's usually all the trim on my thing. I just do this. It's just one of my things. We've all got it. We've all got a soothing thing that we do.
He used to like live in someone's shed, eating a whole chicken and burping, and then he got on my bandwagon for some reason, and now he's going after Ken Domick. Why? Ken is like,
I don't even know who that is.
No offense, but he's the most dull, boring person. Like, I mean, like he's got good vlogs, but.
So they're going after someone who's got good vlogs, but they're a boring person. Well, you've got terrible vlogs and you're still a boring person. So your awfulness is your niche, foodie. Like, don't ever fix it. Don't fix yourself, foodie, because your vlogs are so boring, your personality is so tainted. Your awfulness is all you've got.
There's nothing to troll about. What the heck? It was a she shed. No, a she shed is too glamorous. He's Katie.
The punchline where she was talking about the guys and his penis size and the fact that he worked at a grocery store. That was all punchlines, just light-hearted jokes.
ERC now. Please go work construction or something. Hello, Bobby Joe.
I'm sorry, but certain places, blue-collar workers make a damn fine living. If you're trying to marry someone with who can build a business, you marry a chippy, which is a carpenter or a builder contractor, a sparky, an electrician, or a plasterer, plumbers make good money, or a mechanic. All of these industries, these men can make upwards of 6 figures a year. Don't shit on people who work with their hands. Just because your husband's too soft and stupid to go out and get himself a physical job, because he might mess up his soft baby hands. People who work construction do physical labor, a hard and difficult job in difficult conditions, and still bring home a good income to their families or for themselves. Shut up. You'd be lucky to get a guy who works in construction.
Oh, I am a Canadian from Ottawa or Cornwall, and I live in Kuwait right now.
Yep.
Isn't that the guy that narked on you? Yeah.
Yeah, she thinks that anywhere outside of North America is a third world country, and certain jobs are lowly. They're lowly jobs. Working in a grocery store, it's an income. It's an honest income, and it brings home money. Depending on how hard you work and what your position is, you can earn good money. Any job where you're actually working is a good job. That's what I reckon.
He called when I was trying to buy cashews and olives in peace at Adonis. And he called the manager on me, like, hello? I was in Adonis, and I got banned from filming in Adonis because of this guy. Okay? Like, is that your life?
Yeah, she used to talk about how she loved a man who could cook and he could work with his hands. She loved his hands, you know. But again, she's got a soft husband who just likes to game and doesn't. I mean, I guess making perfumes is I wouldn't say it's a hard job, but it's, you know, it's not white collar, but it's definitely not blue collar. I mean, stirring maybe he gets blisters from stirring and mixing and shaking stuff. I don't know.
Life accomplishment? You banned me from Adonis? Ooh. I look like a spicy olive. Ow. 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 My legs. My legs falling asleep. Why am I slanted? I'm laying like a seal.
Her legs falling asleep. Yeah. I used to get that sitting on bar stools and stuff like that because I couldn't get the blood circulation because the chairs would be digging into the back of my knees and my feet would fall asleep. So I'd have to like half sit on it and put one foot on the floor so I could like balance myself so I could shake the other one. That's why I didn't like bar stools. She's just not getting circulation to her feet.
Oh, right now. I used to have a cat named Feeberts. Did you guys know that? So tomorrow I'll put out a fashion stream. I'll do a fashion show for you guys with all my new clothes. I think it'll be so weird going out.
We are going to watch that one. I'm definitely going to be doing that one. I don't know if I'll do it as a stream or if I'll do it as a recorded video, but I'm definitely going to be critiquing that for sure.
In public with no abaya.
Why? You've lived 38 years prior to living in Kuwait wearing regular Western clothes. Abayas are just oversized maxi dresses. They're just dresses. Why would that be so weird to go out in public in not abayas? There are plenty of women that live in Kuwait that don't wear abayas. We've had this explained to us a million times. There are plenty of women who don't wear hijabs and don't wear abayas. So it's not like you'd be a sore thumb sticking out. You want to feel weird not wearing an abaya because you've procreated the cultural dress. That's why. They're like, I'm so like into being like from the Middle East, like my Middle Eastern husband, my Syrian husband, and my reverted religion. I'm just so into it. It just feels so weird not to do it, you know, because it's so ingrained. It's been 9 months. Not even 9 months, 7 months.
You seem so happy and in good spirit. Yeah, I know. Thank you. You know, it helps. It helps for sure. Hagrid. Who's Hagrid? I don't remember.
That's what I don't understand. It's like, okay, so maybe if you're like a nightclub owner, a property owner, like an investment banker, all these things, it's like, yeah, they make really, lawyers, solicitors, they make really good money. But there are plumbers and builders and people in the construction industry that make just as much money as a solicitor. It is nothing to scoff at. Because it's physical and not mental work, I think that's why it's looked down on. But like, dude, if it's bringing in the same amount of money and affording you the same luxuries, who cares where it comes from? If I want a patio out the back, my hubby can hook up some of his crew to come build it for me. If I want a pergola, if I need something patched or something built, he probably knows a guy. If my car breaks down, he's going to have a friend. Like, it's always good to know a plumber or a builder because they know somebody who can do something for you at a good rate or fix something for free because they're your friend. Like, don't shit on blue collar.
For that character. You will feel naked without a abaya. I will.
No,
I'll
you
like,
won't.
My legs are showing. I have a lot of nightmares.
No, you're wearing pants. Your legs aren't showing.
I have a lot of nightmares
Hi, Drama Llama.
where I'm like suddenly in public with no hijab. And it's so weird. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I look for anything I can use for a hijab and I just put it on my head, like whatever. Hello, Duffy. You know, or sometimes I don't know. It's so weird. The dreams I have.
Who thinks that's because she doesn't want people to see her baldness and it's got absolutely nothing to do with her spiritual reliance on the hijab to, you know, the cultural, the religious significance of the hijab. I think it's because she doesn't want people to see that she's sparse upstairs.
The heat makes you so sleepy here. It was like 50 degrees here today. 50 or like 48. You're sweating? I don't have a streaming schedule. That's the thing, Elizabeth. Maybe I should make one. Look, I was thinking since I have the laptop, I was thinking of maybe doing I was gonna talk over Zool. I was gonna talk to Salah, maybe doing like some kind of like live streams where I pick like I compile a whole video of different clips of things I want to react to, and then we like, you know.
Do we think she's gonna be doing that? Like I've been doing editing, like, and I'm a noob. I'm like a newbie editor. Like I hardly know what I'm doing. I'm literally just making it up as I go along. And I learn a little bit of something with every edited video. Do I learn something new or I fiddle with something and figure it out? Do you think that Foodie is going to troll the internet looking for content, splicing it together to produce content to put it out there? Which she can't even do a good vlog yet. She doesn't even edit her vlogs well. This is one of those things that she says that she never does.
Or imagine doing one called Panel Up, like once a week, a series called Panel Up, and like different people panel up with me.
Who's paneling up with Chantal? She doesn't have any friends. She puts everyone offside. The only people who would be willing to go up on panel with her would either be her members, which don't have channels, or the reaction channels that she would not take that offer up. So who's she going to panel with?
I don't care what anyone says. At least, you know, both Amber and I have the balls to be on camera and step on a scale.
Plenty of us go online and show ourselves. And weight doesn't matter, does it? The only reason she wants people to go onto the scales is so she can fat shame them with their numbers. But the reality is if you put 2.5 of me together, Foodie, that's what we're looking at. Choose the most unhinged people. Yeah, don't panel up with anyone. It will be a disaster. Yeah, Could you imagine the two egos on that live stream? How I couldn't even imagine how a conversation between those two would go, between Amberlynn and Foodie talking to each other. I can't imagine it.
That would be the appeal of it. I will panel up.
Bye, Julia.
Respectful panel. I mean, I can always kick people, but
I've seen her on panels and she does not do well because she can't answer hard questions. And that's the only reason people want to have her up on panel, because they want to address things that are hard. That's why she has her little hug box. That's why she doesn't really do open chats, because she can't face the answers, because she doesn't like to have a mirror held up to her, and she doesn't have good responses because she can't justify her actions, because people are forcing her to untangle herself. And normally what she does is she just reduces herself to tears. Like she tries to pretend cry to get out of that. Like, just stop talking about it. It's upsetting me. It's like, no, I'm going to keep pushing.
I don't know. It would be interesting. Panels would be hilarious. Calm down.
Oh, Foodie for sure.
Teardrop. It looks like me, doesn't it? It would be like Omegle. Oh my gosh, Omegle. That was bad. I didn't even clue in on that, what people could do on there. That's how I lost my channel.
She finally admitted that, like, this is the first time I've heard her talk about it, and she's not like, oh, I was set up. Someone did that to me. It's almost like I'm not saying that is what she's saying, but it feels like it's different from when she used to talk about it. Like she used to blame another reaction channel that it was them. It was their fault. They set her up, or someone set her up. It's like, no, bro, it was you. You went onto a random ass website where anything could happen. You were warned and you did it anyway.
Thank you, Freya. It looks good the past few videos. Yeah. It's amazing what getting a little done up will do, you know? So those were the good old days.
Man, gussied up. I wouldn't say calling it done up. I'd say you gussied up. It's a difference. It doesn't look good though.
Omegle days. I kind of miss my computer. Remember my iMac I had for 2 days?
That you didn't.
Yeah, my little
out to
desk
use.
area with all my stuff.
And she had the iMac, and then why didn't she use the StreamYards? Remember the StreamYards? She got on the StreamYards and she saw herself and was like, oh my God, what is this? That's what she did. And then she never used it again. Never used it again, because she's like, reality, it hit her in the face that day.
My drawers. Maybe I'll get another, Salah keeps saying, like, just let me buy you a vanity. Let me buy you a vanity. And I'm like, I don't know if I would use it. Or like a desk or something, Omega was a bad idea, but you wouldn't listen. I know. I thought, what would happen, Then you sold it to some lady for her daughter.
Wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? That everybody, excluding Amber, because that'll never happen, but all the people struggling and striving. What's that new girl? Quirky, the new one, that Skinny Queen. Oh, can somebody drop Skinny Queen's channel in the chat for me, please? And for those people that do have reaction channels, if you want to, or channels of any type, and you want to put your link in the channel, please do that, or let one of the mods know so they can do that for you. What's that new one? Quirky Girl Loves something or other. I haven't watched much of her content, but I hope whoever those people that are on YouTube channels that are legitimately trying to make changes, make it. And Foodie's just sitting on a fat ass on the blue velvet couch, still whinging and whining about why it's everybody else's fault that she's not lost weight.
I did. No, it wasn't. I think it was a guy wanted it for his kids.
Really?
What did you do with your gaming PC?
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I miss the Kia.
Go, hungry fat chick.
Amberlynn needs a friendship. We offer bestie privileges. Yeah, sure. She can come here. You wear the hijab to follow Islam and show the hair. That's honorable. Would it be appropriate to go without a hijab and instead keep shaving his
Drop
head?
it.
What? I don't know what you mean by that. Even if you don't have hair, like, I still have to cover my head. I like my
You don't have to. You choose to.
hair now, though. I've been using rosemary oil. And I haven't been using it as much. At first, it was really helping, so I have to get back to it. She has friends. Yeah, I'm sure she has some friends. Ambie Kuwait bees. Imagine Amberlynn came here.
Oh, Amber. If Foodie struggles with the heat, imagine Amber. She's got 100 pounds on Foodie. She couldn't fly. She couldn't.
She can't fly at all? I think she can. It would just take, like, I don't know,
I don't know if Amber would at the moment, because she's got the undiagnosed lung issue, and I think the lipedema would the lipedema, like the fluid retention, that would make her more prone to deep vein thrombosis issues. I don't think that Amber would be able to fly at the moment, not until she gets that lung situation sorted out. And yeah, I would have concerns about her flying greatly. But anybody super morbidly obese, I'd be worried about. I was very worried about myself. I was 322, and I was worried about myself flying when I went to America, because it's a very long flight from Australia. Anywhere's long, basically, except for Indonesia or New Zealand. Everywhere else is it's a long way. I wore pressure stockings. I made sure I got up and walked up and down the aisles as much as I could. I stood up. I literally stood up and went and stood near the toilets at some stage, just because I was so worried about being inactive and sitting down that I was going to get some sort of clot. Like, I was really worried about it, but my pressure shots did the job.
I mean, she probably could. I mean, if that one influencer there, J something, she's J-Bay. She's about Amberlyn's size.
Oh, yes, Enola is a bully, guys, by the way. Just so you know, she is our in-house artist / bully.
And she flies everywhere. You just have to, like,
buy a
it's
second
harder
seat.
when you're overweight to fly, but
Buy a second
I don't know
seat.
how I carried my stupid huge carry-on throughout the whole airport, the biggest airport, I swear, in the world.
It just felt that way because you're out of breath.
My Kia's parked, so when I go back to visit Canada, I can always drive it. J-Bay buys 2 seats, yeah. Think Buffy. Would you get your tattoo lasered? I don't think so, A+. Different hijab styles, yes. I have a thick neck and big head, so they don't fit the same. I have to get bigger ones.
That makes me so concerned for her flying. I think we all had a little bit of that panic. Every time she goes on a long haul flight, I all think we worry about her lung issues, like her clots that are just sitting there just waiting to shift, like a medical emergency. Oh, itchy nose.
Salah has no tattoos, ma'am. The microwave make the pizza. I like putting my pizza in the oven. The Insidious movie was boring? Oh, we're going to see it. I guess the nachos will make it better.
What are you doing? Are you doing free weights? Are you doing like dumbbells? Are you on the treadmill? What are you doing, Cowboy Dog? Let us know. How many Ks are you up to? Or if you're in miles, what are you doing? We're interested.
Soggy pizza. Human centipede. Ew. I mean, I guess it's not as bad if you're the first person.
This is a good theoretical question. Totally inappropriate for the YouTubes. But she does raise a good point. If you're in the human bug, we're going to call it that, is it better to be first, in the middle? Definitely not the middle, because you got more, or the end. I'm going to say it's best to be first. I'm sorry, it's the only way. It's literally the only one. I would be drawing straws, rock, paper, scissoring for my life's worth if that's how you pick the positions. Ew. It's a horrible thought and very dark, but okay.
But if you're in the middle, if you're the last person, ew.
Yeah.
Nachos will definitely help. Vlog the movie snacks, I will.
Yeah, the only good thing about if the movie sucks, at least you got nachos.
I have the nachos too, Ghostface. I get the nachos with...
Yes. Cowboy, see, I don't know if anybody else was in Cowboy Dogs. I'm sure there's a few of us that were there. Cowboy, you have set a precedent now. I expect singing at least once or twice with every stream. You should theme it. And sing for us. Maybe do a little music video. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a good time. I don't know whether it was like your quarter of an edible that helped, but it was definitely fun.
Cheese sauce and jalapenos and a large diet soda. Chef, bye everybody.
Hey. Yeah, I'm just like, ugh. It's the worst. I've never seen that movie and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want bum mouth, basically. That's it. I don't want bum mouth, and I don't want to be the back end. That's just a no bueno. Okay, so that was the first one, and that took me way too long to get through, but I'm doing what I want to do. Okay, so I do like the song on my exit. I never play my outros. I should, though. I made them. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Oh no, I got rid of all of them. Okay, that's all right. I'll bring them up over this side. Bring them over here now. Okay, go to my channel. Where did you go? I need you to be here. And I need you to be big. I shifted things and it freaked me out. Okay. Right. Now, we're going to do Ambie now. Now, this is the conversation. I've not listened to it. I've called this the awkward conversation because it was, I heard the first part of it and I'm like, what in the actual heckety heck is going on here? So I've not listened to this. This is new. It's new business. Okay. 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 Pause. And okay, I think I'm going to have to speed her up because she's not as slow as Foodie, but she's a slow talker. So we'll put it on 125. And feel free to put your impressions of what's going on here out there because it's very awkward. Okay, let's make her big. Okay. Now, they didn't have video with this because it was meant to be like a podcast, apparently. So I don't think they listen to many podcasts because if they think this is like a podcast. This is more like I'm hiring an it man to end my life of my spouse type conversation and less like a podcast indeed. I didn't like her boring heart visual, so I made my own. Okay, let's go. Oh, I muted it. Dumb me. Dumb cookie.
All right, you guys. So
How's the volume?
Selena's here, and this is hard for the both of us, but I asked her if she wanted to, say her side or anything, because there are a lot of you who do like her.
No side.
Same's cowboy dog. I got this, like, I have this image of like when Abby's walking down the street, she's owning the pavement. She's like, it's dun, 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 dun. It's like Beyonce hair billowing, stilettos, taking a stride. Everybody clears out the way because Abby's coming through. That's what I imagine. Same.
Like, I don't feel like there's any sides to this breakup.
No, there's no sides, but I definitely want you to be able to use your voice. And this is the best way to do it. I went onto Instagram, and these were the top questions. And Feline already went over them to decide if she wants to answer them or not. And she said they're all fine to answer because obviously I want her to be able to speak about what she wants to speak about. So
I don't remember a single one of those questions.
Now, how comfortable do you think being open, talking about this while the person that is literally like almost curating your conversation sitting there right next to you, how free do you feel to be honest and open while the person you're talking about is sitting right next to you? Wouldn't it have been better to maybe separate, give her a list of questions and just get her to answer them as she feels free? I feel like I'm not saying it's coerced, but it's not exactly natural and open when the person that you could potentially hurt their feelings is sitting right there and can give you a face. Oh, this could be another reason why there's no video and they've done a podcast, because Amber could be going like, or giving her the eye, like, don't go down that road. I'm uncomfortable with that. She's giving her like cues like, no, don't say that, or I don't like that, or move on, move away from that. Because if you couldn't do that if they were filmed on video, because she could have done it so that it was she was in shot and Jade was to the side. There was no reason that they didn't have to do it without a visual, because everything else that they do is visual. They've never done podcasts. She's not known for podcasts. I just think it's a bit shady.
do you want to go over them again?
No, it's fine. Just throw them at me.
Okay. So the first question is, will you be moving out of state as well?
Yeah. I think I just want a clean slate. I don't know where I'm going yet. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I just know I'm moving. I don't know where. Don't have a set date, but that's just a new adventure.
Yeah. I feel emotional.
No.
We both keep going back and forth between numb and super emotional. And it's always on different times. When I'm emotional, she's numb. When I'm numb, she's emotional.
We haven't synced up our emotions yet.
No. will you remain in each other's lives as friends?
I mean, we better.
We absolutely better.
100%. I mean, that's still my best friend. Like,
Oh,
don't cry.
you want to be honest? I literally thought that you were gonna be the one to cry during this.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel very detached.
I've heard people that have been YouTube channels, couples that have broken up, and it's never been like this. They are very light-hearted, jokey. It's just, it feels a little, I don't know.
So it's been working.
In this moment of time.
It does feel very contrived,
You know, I
okay?
have my moments where
Yeah.
I'm crying. Like you said, I have my moments where I'm numb. But yeah, this moment it just feels like it's surreal.
Yeah. And what I mean by it's working is like, because I'm the one who kind of made the rules. No sleeping in the bed together. I keep asking her if she's comfortable on the couch. She says it's cozy. So, all right. Next question. Will you keep the tattoos you got that have to do with Amber?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a reason not to. My tattoos are a story of my life, my journeys, and the people in my life.
Cowboy Dog, I implore you to get yourself one of those karaoke mics. It can only enhance your performances.
And yeah, Amber may not be my partner anymore, but she's still someone I love. That doesn't change. No, I'm not just gonna erase her.
Do you think it's going to be hard to see the tattoos though? Because I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be, you know, a whole new adjustment when we're not living together.
Like once we say our,
Yeah.
I was going to say final goodbyes, but I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's final goodbyes. I told you that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's just gonna be us not living together anymore.
In two completely different states. But you love to travel. So,
I'll make my way to you at some point.
yes, you will.
Do you think it's the fact that because she's not having the weight loss surgery now, it means that it's going to be a really like, okay, so let's think it through. Wifey wants to travel. And for Amber to be able to participate, she would definitely need to lose some weight, like a significant amount of weight to be able to get on aeroplanes, work on her mentals, to be able to get into a comfortable space, to travel without overwhelming and debilitating anxiety. So we're looking at a long period of time to get some substantial growth and change. The weight loss surgery would have had to have been, it would have been at least 12 months from the planning stage. So it was still about 6 months away. So Amber's either had to make the decision that, no, I'm not going to do weight loss surgery, but then I'm not going to continue therapy and I'm not going to be able to diet to be able to get where I want to be in the next 6 months so that we can travel together. Because that's the only thing that I can see where they're not meeting is that she wants to do things. Jade wants to wait, doesn't want to wait anymore to start living, to start doing things, to start getting out about in the world. So if they're so entangled and so in love and so perfect for each other, she can't wait 6 months. But maybe she's waited. Maybe she's waited enough and she's like, this is, I can't do it anymore. I can't wait for you. I need to live. And if you're not willing to live too, then I have to leave. But I would think that the deadline would be when the weight loss surgery would be, because Amber's still not losing weight. Amber would have had the surgery and you've still got a year or two after weight loss surgery before you have, like, the first 6 months is probably when you have your biggest loss. And then it's like it slows down after that. But you've got a year after that to make any significant changes. So it would still be another 18 months. Why the hurry now? What's happened now? Has Amber just admitted defeat as far as like not being able to do this without weight loss surgery? I don't know. Why? What's the thing that's pushed it to this point where it's like, I just can't wait anymore? Or is it just completely fake? Go, sorry.
And these were the top questions. And Feline already went over them to decide if she wants to answer them or not. And she said they're all fine to answer because obviously I want her to be able to speak about what she wants to speak about. So,
I don't remember a single one of those questions.
do you want to go over them again?
No, it's fine. Just throw them at me.
So the first question is, will you be moving out of state as well?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I told you I was
still
still going to do it.
I don't know.
Do it every single time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a reason not to.
Okay, tattoos, blah, blah, blah.
Not living together.
Like once we say our
had. There was a lot of growth on.
Oh my
both
God,
ends.
I need to speed them up even more because
And
Jesus
As you
Christ.
grow, sometimes you just realize you need different things. And
I'm sorry, but they are two of the most boring human beings. Oh my God, they're like two peas in a pod. Don't split up, guys. You're perfect for each other. If this is what you do and you sit at home and these are the conversations that you have, there is nobody else better suited for each other than you two, because fucking hell.
what you may have originally thought you needed. And that's what it came down to. We don't give each other what we need. In not all senses. That's not in all senses, but in enough sense that we just realized we may not be the best for each other. Or at least in the capacity of a relationship. Like there was no animosity, there is no animosity. At least from my end, there's no ill will. We're still in love. Like, I still love her. But sometimes that's just not enough to push a relationship through.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is the thing. What is the massive obstacle that they just cannot get over with their pure, passionate, never-ending, forever, two parts of the same person love? What is the obstacle that is so mountainous that they can't get through it, around it, or over it? What is it? We nosy bitches want to know.
I've tried to explain that, and some people don't believe in mutual breaking up, and it is a thing. It's when two people agree to go their separate ways, and we agree on that, as painful as it is.
I mean, I guess to those people, like, you're, in a sense, lucky that
I don't know how to do
you've never had
polls.
to experience that.
How do I do polls?
Yeah, because it's a different type of pain.
I don't know how to do a poll.
Because, you know, if you
Sorry.
end things on bad terms, you
I
can
haven't
make
figured
something
that part
more
out yet.
difficult, But it's like,
Especially if you're not in love with them anymore.
yeah. And it's like you can just move on, move forward, and that's that. But when you're still in love with a person, it's like you have to make that unselfish decision to say,
It does. It does, Abby. It sounds like an exit interview. So tell me, okay, let's take what do they call it? A climate snapshot, a workplace climate snapshot. Tell me, what could you improve about the position for next time? What would you tell new applicants about this position? What would you tell new employees about the company? How well do they treat you? From 1 to 10, was it good, bad, otherwise? It literally sounds like an exit interview. Spot on, Abby. Spot on.
I'm not what you need. And I will say it's probably one of the most mature things I've ever done.
Yeah. So the next question was actually, are you still in love with Amber Lynn?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I love her with all my heart.
If you could turn back time, what would you do differently?
There's a lot of things I would do differently.
Really?
Yeah. I would
Such as they're talking about nothing. They're saying nothing.
made sure I was in a better place emotionally, mentally, before entering this relationship.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still at a point in my life where I'm growing and changing from year to year.
Week to week. Me too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we're missing one of the biggest things in the world. It's the same issue that Chantal has. Perhaps their libidos do not match. And that is just something that they can't get past. Because intimacy is two very different things. It is emotional intimacy, physical touch, and then there's sexual intimacy. And perhaps Amber just cannot provide that as is because of her mentals and also because there's some physical obstacles to get around. And maybe Jade is just too much of a her libido's up here and Amber's is down there, or they're not meeting in the middle. That could be another obstacle that they can't get around, is the lack of intimacy
And I
or
think when
the
we were starting
abundance
dating,
of it.
I
I
was,
don't know.
in a good spot. I was taking medication for mental health, going to therapy regularly. I had felt the best I've felt in my adult life, and I thought like it can't get any better than
They're
it.
both slow talkers. What the actual hell? Speed it up, guys. I can't. Oh, I'm going to see what 1.75 sounds like. I just got the worst craving for boiled eggs. Oh,
But there was still a lot of things I needed to work on, and I know you saw that firsthand.
Yeah. Both of us have a lot we have to work on.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
Abby, you have got the tone of this combo. Or do you watch more Amber than me? You must watch more Amber. But it is. It's like, so this is our breakup, but tell me about me. Did I do a good job? Tell me how wonderful I am. It's almost like it's a promotional video for all the new suitors that Amber's going to be attracting into her life. Like, I'm single, but here is a reference from my previous employer on how wonderful of an employee I was. Here are my amazing qualities. And the fact that you can be friends with an ex is a great reference for your next partner, right? It is literally like a job exit.
the one that got away.
Oh please, oh please.
Because I think about that saying where it's just like, we're right for each other, but like not right now, you know? And you never know what the future holds.
That's it. You never know what the future holds.
You never know.
Who fucking knows?
The future
Okay, so
holds
next
another
question is,
100
how are you
pounds for
feeling?
Amber.
It's been a rough.
That's what the future holds.
That first day, especially, like, because I mentioned, I told them about you drinking and how scary that was.
Yeah, I'm not very good at. I'm not an emotional person. Amber is definitely the emotional one out of the two of us.
Yes, I am.
I bottle up my emotions until I can't take it anymore, and that first day,
Wait a minute. Does anybody feel like Amber Lynn has gaslit the hell out of wifey here? We've always looked at Jade like she's the mentally healthy one. She's clearly got a good head on her shoulders. She's clearly, she's a good egg. But perhaps wifey is just as damaged as Amber Lynn, hence why she would be with somebody like Amber. And she's been browbeaten to death like Becky is. And now she's got all these beliefs about herself and her behavior and her actions because she's been told this is how you are by Amber Lynn for so long that she now believes it. She wasn't as fragile as Becky because Becky had a whole lot of circumstance, like her mum passing, medications and stuff. Perhaps Amber, in her narcissistic, manipulative way, has wifey now believing that she is she's got some really toxic behaviors. Or she literally has some toxic behaviors. We've just never seen them because she's never been on camera much.
definitely pushed everything down until it just came out in the worst way possible. But I've been allowing myself to cry. I've been allowing myself to sit in those sad moments, not stay there, but just sit for a moment.
It sounds like a really badly written Hallmark movie. About parents that go co-parent, like it's a nothing burger.
And actually talking about it, like
Oh my
talking about it
God.
with you has been fairly therapeutic,
Really?
I will say.
Oh,
Even as painful as it is, I feel like that's probably a good thing to talk about it, And I'm proud of you because I know through our whole relationship, it's hard for you to express your feelings.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we're grieving the same thing. It's like I still feel like, even though this is our breakup, I still feel like you're on my side,
Of course.
you know.
And you're on mine.
Of course.
I know a lot of people don't get it.
And it's okay.
You don't
because
have
they
to.
didn't live it and it's fine.
Yeah, because like people say, we don't know Feline. We didn't know your guys' relationship. Like that's what I try to get across to people is that like what you see on camera isn't my full life. What's important.
now, this could all be the honest to God truth. They literally both feel this way. This is both their language. This is how they're feeling. Cringe. They are a cringy couple. I don't know about you, but this feels like the most unnatural language between two people that have been in a relationship for 2 years. I've never heard two people talk so banally, generically, detached, unemotively about apparently a very painful breakup. This is so surface level. It's gross. It's so freaking weird.
Important to me is you, and I protected your privacy.
No,
for so long, and
Jarella,
I
we
continue to do
love
so by
you.
doing
Come
that.
back.
They didn't get to see.
You're
the
my
beauty in us.
lobster.
They didn't see the fun. They didn't see the love, and that's okay. But
And there was a lot of that.
there was a lot.
There was a lot of that.
Yes.
Ugh.
Even now, there's still laughter and
Oh my God. I'm going to kick it up to
stupid inside
2.
jokes.
I'm waiting for something good.
And I only expect that to continue.
Yeah, me too.
But no relationship is perfect.
Nope.
But I really do commend you for acknowledging, what you need.
I mean, same. So the last question: is there anything else you want to say, or you want to add, or whatever it may be? This is the last time you guys are going to hear from Feline, by the way, because we do have some months together.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy that we won't miss out on hearing her amazing, insightful relationship breakup advice and her own genuine, original, unfiltered feelings. I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic.
So I'm going to start vlogging again. I don't want it to be awkward for her to be, her limbs to be part of my vlog still. So we just want to make it very clear that this is not, it's dramatic, but it's not the type of drama that I think people.
And Becky's one of the chillest, okay, she was a bit of a dickhead sometimes when she was in Amber's things, but she was with Amber, so we know what Amber does to people. But Becky's chill, relaxed. She's kept a nose out of Amber's business. She's popped up every now and again when she's been shit-talked by Amber because Amber believes she can get away with it. And she's now, legally bringing up legals. It's not defamation if it's true love. If it was Becky's experience, that's just as much Becky's truth as it is your truth. And Becky has not really got much of a reputation for being a shit like you do and lying prolifically like you do, or telling a very rendered version of the truth or no truth at all. But yeah, tell us again how wonderful of an ex you are when every other ex has claimed you as being rude, bitchy, nasty, verbally abusive, physically abusive. Okay.
Want or they're looking for. So yeah, anyways, is there anything else that you'd like to say?
You're a good person.
Thank you. That was random. I was not expecting that. So are you?
No, but you're a genuinely good person. I've never seen that emotional.
I see the tears. They're starting.
I've never had someone.
And I don't know how many times I've sat there in front of my husband. We've had deeper meaningfuls or quite emotive conversations where I'm like, oh my God, look, I'm actually crying 6 tears now. I've cried 6 tears. And I really appreciate the way that you've respectfully spoken to me during this entire conversation. I really appreciate that you've looked at and sought out my boundaries and found them. I really appreciate you. It's one of the things I love most about you as a partner. My husband would look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? Why are you talking like that? That's weird. Now, if this is how they talk to each other, wow, how deep and passionate could their relationship to actually be? This feels so unnatural. It feels really, really unnatural and fake.
Show me what I'm worth. Oh, I guess.
Is there any good nuggets? Because I feel like just giving up on this because it's all just stupid. Is there anything have I missed anything good? Have I missed any nuggets? Because I am literally losing the will to listen and live at this stage. Give it a minute or more.
And that's why this is happening, because you deserve the world. And sadly, right now,
she's sad,
because of
guys.
circumstances, I can't give you that.
She can't give her that.
I can't give you that.
I know, but we can be best friends and we can be in each other's lives.
BFFs forever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're just a good person. I know
She's a great person. Yeah.
Character.
Amazing character.
Behind the scenes and off camera, you're a good person.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to see your growth and the next stage of your life.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you do take the time to just learn about you more.
Stop lying. You're gonna be a jealous ex. You just want me to be single.
Fuck out of here.
We be joking still.
Yeah,
No,
fuck out of
I
here.
don't think I've ever wanted to be single this bad in my life. I have not been single since I was 16. When you really realistically think about it, I've always either been in a relationship or I've been talking to somebody, but I don't want that. I want to see who I am.
She is going to have the shock of a lifetime living by herself with no person there to support her. she's going to have some reality crash in on her.
A single individual.
Same here.
That's going to be interesting for us both to find that, you know?
Yeah, I haven't been single in a while. I mean, there are periods of time where I'm single.
Okay, I'm bored. I'm done. I'm out. Okay, according to Jarella, there was nothing more interesting. Oh, Lord. What kind of views did that video get? I reckon people would have tuned in just hoping to get a little nug, like a little nug of attitude, sass, passive aggressiveness, just a nugget of reality. But no, nothing. She gave us nothing. Dry toast. You know, that's Ambie. That's Ambie. Okay, so I'm not doing this anymore. We're not watching any more of it because boring. Okay, so do we need a dance break? Do we need just, you know, bit of mellow time before we get into foodie? Let's do some manifesting. Oh, let's talk about it. The GERD, the gaining GERD. It's been popping out some videos today. Now, I know some of you don't know who Barley is, okay? But she's got some pea tomatoes that she's infusing with some power to get the GERD. Now, I have put the offer out there to the GERD, to the gaining GERD, that I've got some Bonza aloe vera out in my backyard, massive thing, like ingrown, like massive roots, that I am willing, if you'd like me to be an airbender, infuse it with some of my magical mojo to counteract and to counterbalance the pea tomatoes that are supposed to, I don't know what they're meant to be doing. They're meant to be hexing the gaining GERD or something. I don't know. But I see your pea tomatoes and I one up you my counteractive aloe vera. That's all I'm saying. Go the GERD. Thumbs up the GERD. Go watch the GERD. Subscribe to the GERDs. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's using some bits and pieces. She's crazy, but okay. Hi, Jade. And Jade, that whole thing, I kept trying to remember to refer to wifey as wifey because it's confusing when I say Jade. I did that just for you. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't bring her up, but I'm just trying to get the Gaining GERD some subs. Go sub to the Gaining GERD. That's all you need to know. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we've done smug leftovers. We've done the weird conversation. Okay. We've got Begurk chicken. That's what I've named it. What was the other thing? Bad habits. So do we want to just go straight into Ambie's bad habits video, or do we want to do foodie? Because foodies is about it's only about 11 minutes, so it's pretty short. We'll do oh, and there's a little surprise with this one as well. I took the time. I've put my hand up for Foodie's new intro. I've done one of my own. Now, Foodie did specifically specify that she wanted non-copyrighted music. And I managed to source a really good, solid song from a new innovative artist creator. I wonder if you could spot or recognize the voice. Okay. I'm going to play it for you now, guys. I'm putting my hand up. Maybe she'll like my intro better than the one that she got from one of her subs. But, you know, good on them for doing something for free for Foodie. No thanks whatsoever. Oh, no, she thanked him. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go back. Okay, big. Gonna share. Now, I didn't go too hardcore. It's not that impressive, but I figured it's better than what she's had before, in my opinion. My biased opinion. Okay. I'll make it big so you can see it. All right, let's go. Okay. Ready, steady, go.
Well, now you're ready, baby. You've got a tale to tell. You say you walk down the street to a hotel. You feel so lonely. You feel so lonely. You'll be so lonely you could die.
Hello. What do you reckon, guys? 17 seconds of pure gold.
foodie beauties.
Hi. I'm excited because I'm having Arabic food. I'm so hungry. And what a spread. I cannot tell you. I'm trying a new place here. It's a Syrian restaurant, and we are having Syrian food.
Ginger. Don't worry about it. I'm probably never going to mention her again, but don't waste your time.
So we're having molokhia. They make fresh bread. This is rice.
We have pita and we have rice. Now this molokhia, it actually sounds pretty nice. I mean, the spread looks good, but again, let's say it all together. Massive portions. It's family style, Chantal. It's not for one singular person. Good Lord.
Yum. It has like raisins and fried onions. Very aromatic. We have some ginger, some arugula, pickles, hot sauce, hummus with meat, and lentil soup. That it's complimentary. So guys, bismillah. Let's eat.
I love her with a big head. It looks so just right.
And I'm having water. So have dinner with me.
Guys, but she's having water. She's having water, guys, with the lentil soup, the pile of pita bread, this massive half a chicken, the kebab, and the rice for 6. The rice for 6. Okay. It's not a bingo, though. It's not a bingo. Hi, Christina. Hi.
Do you guys know? I'm going to assume everyone is new to this food. So
please do. Please assume. See, this is the thing. She's assuming that most of us are new to this, but she addresses all the new people in the chat. So either the new people in her chat are from Kuwait or Muslims or whoever she thinks she's attracting, or they're people that are just completely oblivious to Middle Eastern food. Okay.
I'm going to be making a mess. Sorry.
Duh. That's your default mode.
Sorry.
Messy.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Christina. Hi.
Delicious lentil soup.
It does. She is giving off Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, like what's that guy's name? The one with Johnny Depp with the Bonham Carter lady. That one with the big head, definitely.
So this chicken.
I'm going to totally gross everybody out. She doesn't chew it, guys. She sloshes it around her mouth. She does that. It's not biting. It's sloshing.
Hot. I guess it's cooked inside
the amount of finger licking that happens. Why does she even have cutlery? Like, I'm sorry, but the finger, it's like, I've seen people from Middle East and Indian cultures that eat this with their hands, and they don't lick their fingers like that because they're practiced enough in the way that they eat it. That's usually just the thumb that gets dirty and nothing else. But this one, she's literally fisting herself. I almost said it, but she's definitely not doing that. She's almost putting her entire fist in it. Moving on.
More here. Have you guys tried Middle Eastern food before? Yourselves?
I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. Yeah, just don't comment because I'm just going to get the yields.
Syrian food has a special place in my heart because
They gave you something that you never thought you were going to get. True love. Thank you, Syria. Thank you.
Anything to do with Syria. Because as you know, maybe you don't. My husband, Salah, is from Syria.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damascus is one of the is the oldest, apparently, capital in the world. Okay, I made room. I got rid of the hummus.
I thought it was in Turkey. I thought Istanbul, Constantinople was the oldest. I could be wrong. It's probably somewhere in Africa, but I thought it was Istanbul and Constantinople. Do you remember that song from the 80s? Istanbul, Constantinople. It's Istanbul, Constantinople. Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, nobody like.
The bread and soup I could eat alone, I swear.
Then why don't you?
It's so good.
Then why don't you sit down just with the bowl and 2 of the slices of that pita bread and get rid of the rest of it, and that's your meal. That would be a regular size portion and a non-bingo-y one.
I love soup and sandwiches. One of my favorite things.
I love soup. I'm mad on soup.
Syrian food. Yum. I mean, the history of Syria is so...
Her affectation eating this was a lot different from the Chinese. Like, you can see that she's really like the sounds, the eyes. And I've cut out a lot of the chewing. Like, I've got rid of a lot of it. But you can still see, like, there's a tension in her that she's just thrilled to be having this. And the fact that there's so much of it on the table's got to be part of it as well.
Vast, like, we're talking ancient, like 3rd millennium.
Yeah. She eats the greens like she does the chips. Like, she would chips it. Like, she's got no decorum when it comes to eating at all.
BC, okay?
Correct.
I'm not good
Tom.
at history. It would take me forever to learn it.
Correct. That is the only way to feast.
I just know how significant it is. And in terms of Arab culture.
Okay. Thanks, Abby. Much appreciated.
I love chicken.
We know.
What's your favorite animal product? Mine, chicken.
I would probably say chicken. Oysters really aren't animals. They're a fish, right? That's seafood. I would have to say I'd say chicken is mine as well.
Definitely. I prefer the white meats than dark meats.
Oh, yes. I totally missed that. She completely finished the meat. And she's eaten quite a good amount of that rice. Stripped the chicken, and we've got lentil soup. And we've still got a whole bunch of pita bread.
And Salah prefers the dark meat. So.
Beef.
Mm.
We're just going to let it slide by, guys. We're just going to let it slide by.
There's so much flavor. Like,
oh. That's probably
you
right.
kind of can't get sick of the same things here because there's something to satisfy like most palates. It's like so multicultural, you know?
It's not multicultural. It's fast food. They have a fast food culture there. That's not a multicultural palate. That's highly palatable fast food. Salty, sugary, fried, battered, oily food. It's not about cultural diversity. It's about people having an easy to get, easy to deliver, highly palatable food in large portions. It's the same culture as in, like, say, America or the other countries that have massive obesity problems. It's the availability of cheap, crappy food that makes your brain go pop.
We are going on a date soon. Tomorrow night. Date night. Sala's taking me to one of our favorite places to eat. And then we're going to see the Insidious movie, which I heard a lot of mixed reviews about, but of James Wan movies.
Now, in the last video where she was talking about mindless eating, robotic eating, just detached eating, she can't tell a coherent story. She's got terrible storylines. It's all just interspersed with eating. Like, this was a 20-something minute mukbang. And I don't even think I've got it kicked up. I don't. I've got her on normal speed. And I managed to cut out about 10 minutes of it just by cutting out the chewing. And most of it's just the whatever she was saying. Some of it I did cut out a bit of the language, but it's mostly eating with hardly any talking in between. So you're either mukbanging where you just eat, or it's story time interspersed with a bit of eating. That's how I would reckon a mukbang goes. She would get better numbers on her mukbangs if she actually told a coherent story. Or she would say something, take a bite, chew, and then have a whole nother chunk of something to say, take a bite and chew, instead of, so there was this one time we went to, and it was really, really good and I enjoyed it. Like, just do it better, please. I'm begging you, because it makes it really hard to edit.
Movies can be creepy.
Oh, and newsflash, Foodie Beauty likes horror movies and Sala likes them too. Like, we didn't already know this.
I'm surprised to see that there's going to be a Nun too, though, because...
Probably. She probably feels like a big fat carpet snake after a big meal. She just wants to sit down and go to sleep. Too uncomfortable to want to do it. This is her actual intercourse. The inge sets off what she needs from that. She's probably shut that. She's probably turned that light switch off. She's shut the libido down and she's replaced it with food. She's not getting either. So she's kind of like replaced it with food. And you know what? You know what makes me think that she's absolutely inging on the back end is her emotional regularity. She's still awful. She's still blah, blah, blah. But she's not ragey and she's not going through the withdrawals that you normally would do with like you normally would with if you're trying to curb binging or inging or bingo. She is not as nasty and headachy and sick feeling and all sorts and cranky, crabby, mean and rude that I would expect from somebody who is really reducing their calories and not inging. She looks and sounds like somebody who is satisfied. She does not have the affectation of someone who is struggling not to eat large portions. She just doesn't have that affectation. I think she's eating on the side.
The first Nun didn't get the best reviews.
Nun didn't get good reviews, guys.
Honestly, I didn't love the Nun, to be honest.
Yeah, because she's...
But the Insidious series is...
She's inging. She's doing... it. They're smaller inges, but they're inges nonetheless.
Yeah. In my opinion... I love places that make homemade bread. But I had 2 pieces, so I'm good. I don't want to fill up on bread.
Oh, that would be ridiculous, right? I'm just gonna eat the entire
I swear I need to make a beauty bib. Like
Unless you are at a seafood restaurant or a barbecue restaurant where you're eating ribs, no adult should require a bib when they're eating a regular, normal meal. If that was a thing, Middle Eastern cultures would have something already. Indian cultures would have something already. Any culture that eats with their hands would already have a specific piece of clothing to trap and catch all of the drop bits of food that they get because of their eating style. But nay, they don't. Adults don't require bibs. Just messy, gross, gluttonous, messy eaters.
If I ever wear white in my mukbangs, give me hell.
Oh my, I have to write that down. I have to write it down. Jarella, you've just inspired me. You've inspired me. Was it Jarella? Yes, it was Jarella. Thumbnail. You've inspired me for a thumbnail or an intro video. Smash cake. This is I'm an old lady, guys. I write things on my little Memo pads here to remember to do things. Smash cake thumbnail. It goes on the monitor. See, I'm popping it on my monitor. It's like I'm at work. I'm like an admin assistant and I'm putting my little memo for my job tomorrow is to come up with and create a thumbnail with smash cake. Thank you, Jarella. I'll even put a little Jarella in the thumbnail so you get the credit for it. Thank you.
The Molokhia, so it's like I guess I should explain it.
So the makeup that she's got on now, that should have been the makeup that she was wearing, sans all the heavy eyeliner, that she should have been wearing with the green top. That would have been much better.
It's like a leaf. Leafy green. And they make it into like a stew with chicken broth and spices and things. So
she just the way that she just tossed that and flopped it on the table, got a whole hand in it. It's a stew, guys, with some kind of vegetable and spice in it. This is meant to be a mukbang, right? Where they're supposed to like tell you what's in it. Now, because I'm like that, I'm going to go and look up what Molokhia is. And I'm going to know, I want to know exactly what's in it. I want to know how hard it is to make. And I'll probably end up making it as well. But the fact that this is a mukbang, this is her content, this is her, wouldn't she have like just Googled the ingredients and say, this is what's supposed to be in it? Oh, yum. Like she does things arse about backwards.
And actually, I can taste.
Oh, cowboy dog. Okay. Hit me up on Insta. I don't know my channel thing, but just you can probably find me via Skinny Queen Reacts, or you might be able to find me. I recommend Canva. I recommend CapCut. That's what I use. There are a bunch of free editing tools, but Canva is the best one for your thumbnails and it's the best one for your intro videos because it's got like pretty much everything you need on there. But I would be Googling how to use Canva and CapCut.
Because the chicken was cooked in it, I can taste the chicken, like the full flavor of the chicken. Not like artificial chicken broth, you know? Or like the magic cubes, which I use those.
She doesn't care about the quality of food. She talks, they're synthetics, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't care whether when she eats McDonald's, does she care how many preservatives or additives or stabilizers or sugar or synthetics are in the McDonald's? Like, I don't care. I eat McDonald's. I will use a magic cube, but I also make my own broth because I like the flavor of my own broth. But in a pinch, I'll use Maggi. I'm not going to sit there and be like, I need everything to be organic and natural and additive free. There are just certain things I can't eat because I have a reaction. Like I can't use a lot of jarred stuff because they make my forearms itch and my chest itches. When I make it from scratch, I don't get that effect. So it is what it is. But I'm not adverse to using bouillon or using my homemade chicken broth. If I don't have homemade chicken broth, or homemade beef bone broth, I will use whatever's in the cupboard. Like, whatever. But she acts like a food snob when she's like the least snobby or particular about fast food whatsoever.
I use Magic Cubes. Thanks for having dinner with me, guys. I've just been like shoveling it in because it's quite delicious.
Maybe it's organic alcohol. Maybe it's moonshine. Who knows? Maybe it's to counterbalance. You know, because you're having something bad, you have something good, so it just neutralizes each other.
I have to say.
Oh,
I was watching Gordon Ramsay cooking.
okay. We've come to the punchy segment today. Now, I don't love Gordon Ramsay as a person. I don't like the way he talks to people in the kitchen. I don't like the language. I don't like his attitude. But he is beautiful with children, so he gets a pass. Like the show where he was cooking with the kids, oh my God, absolute sweetheart. A cheater on his wife, whatever. He's nice to kids. He gets points. But this foodie talking about culinary skill, technique, how master chefs are a dying breed, when diet culture is growing and the food industry is growing in every aspect, just shows how off the pulse of the world she is. And Gordon Ramsay is an amazing chef. If he wasn't an amazing chef, he wouldn't be where he is. Okay? Okay. I'm balled up and I'm ready for his stupid comments.
Chicken on TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw this TikTok. It was him cooking a chicken breast. He was trying to teach kids how to cook a chicken breast. He treated it like a steak. He seasoned it. And this is where the crime comes in. Salt and pepper. What about the other seasonings, Mr. Ramsay?
Okay. Let's break it down. Let's work it through. He's teaching children, how to cook a chicken breast. Now, I don't know where you're coming from, but literally all cultures, cuisine types use salt and pepper regardless. I don't care if you're cooking Caribbean food. I don't care if you're cooking Indian food, Asian food, Greek food, Western English muck. You use salt and pepper. And then you grow from there, correct? Now, children are probably learning the basics of just making sure you don't make your chicken raw in the middle. A skip that her exceptional ex-chef boyfriend missed. Rosemary is very simple, but pungent, flavorful, aromatic. They probably cooked that thing with salt and pepper and butter and threw some rosemary in it to make rosemary chicken. Very simple dish for kids to start off because it's basic. Now, eventually, down the road, they might add some thyme, some garlic, bloody cumin, paprika, whatever. But the fact that he's teaching children a very simple dish to make sure that they don't end up with raw chicken breast was probably lost on her, but okay. And just because you're making chicken soup does not mean you need to put every single flavor under the frickin' sun from every cuisine type known to man in the one pot. Just saying.
Salt and pepper. And then he was basting it.
So it's
He
juicy.
put rosemary in the pan. Like, it's not a steak, dude. Seasoned.
No, it's pan-fried rosemary chicken. You can cook it just like you cook steak. You just lower the temperature and cook it for a bit longer and make sure it's not raw in the middle. Like, from someone who can't cook like yourself, Foodie, you just need to shut up when you don't know about stuff.
That chicken So it looks bland, to say the least.
The fact that your palate, quote unquote, Jarella 2022 is like a stray dog. You probably need 75 different spices in a dish to taste anything other than salt and fat. Some dishes are perfectly balanced and you only need 1 or 2 flavors to make it taste good when it's cooked well and you have good ingredients. And I'm angry because I love good food.
Like, not to be mean, but do you just ever find that some famous chefs are just like kind of overrated?
Where's your Michelin stars, foodie? Where's your cooked chicken? Where's your using your own kitchen to prepare your own food? You don't even cook in your own kitchen. You hate cooking. Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Stop it.
Anyway, it might be because I kind of feel bad for him because he has so much.
How about you just stick to putting tomato sauce on a perfectly good pizza? How about that? How about you just stick to your unique recipe of salad dressing and cheese? How about you just stick to cold mozzarella or cold stranded cheese in cold marinara sauce? These are the recipes the world needs.
Like competition with this day and age of like TikTok food culture. Like he's probably just trying to keep up with the time because like
Gordon Ramsay's trying to keep up with TikTok. He's trying to keep up with all the kids on TikTok. That's where the world is right now. The restaurant world is falling apart because Gordon Ramsay cannot keep up with TikTok.
Master chefs are kind of a thing of the past.
I think Salah doesn't show up on cam anymore because people kept calling him ugly and boring and floppy-titted, and he didn't like it. His childbearing hips could not take the weight of all the criticism.
I don't know. With cable dwindling, Food Network going with it.
The Food Network is going with it, but the people, what are the shows people watch on TV? I don't watch TV, but even I know Master Chefs, the cooking shows, Bake Off, plus all the Married at First Sight and all those shows. That's what rates. They're the shows that people watch. They're not watching cable. They're watching free-to-air manufactured shows or the shows that are streamed. That's what people are watching, foodie. People want to know about sex and food.
And you have all these really awesome people making food that are not even like trained chefs.
Who are these people? Who are the people? The only people that I watch on TikTok about food is the lady that's like, if it ain't cheesy, it won't go down easy. And the other lady, I haven't watched her in a little while, that goes, but what do I know? I'm just some bitch who watched the crazy, awful food on corn where it's all fingernails, low-cut blouses, and stirring and mixing with hand and cooking in really wrong and unnatural and horrific ways. They're the only food videos that I watch on TikTok. I don't really see a lot of good hacks, actually. The only good hack that I've seen that I've not tried is the frozen roll-up with the ice cream in the middle. That's too much sugar for me.
The food industry is probably one of the most competitive ones. Like,
it absolutely is, and it seems like Gordon Ramsay's at the top of the game. The man's got Michelin star restaurants consistently. He opens a restaurant, he gets Michelin stars. Do you know how hard it is to get 1 Michelin star, let alone 2 Michelin stars, let alone 3 Michelin stars? Do you know how hard that is? Shut up, cheese salad dressing lady.
I don't know, man.
They are disgusting, squish face.
The rice went down hard.
That's because you pounded the rice, man. You cut a lot of, yeah, okay. Look how she's looking at that rice. It's like, yeah, you're going to get it later. You and me, back bedroom, naked, right now. That's how she's looking at that rice.
So, the chicken was fall off the bone. As you can see, all there's left is like chicken chum.
I could only be so fortunate to be able to go to a Michelin star restaurant. I probably could never afford it. I'd have to save up for like a couple of months to be able to do it. It wouldn't be worth it for me because of the portion sizes, unless it's like one of those fancy French restaurants, or if I went with my husband who's happy to eat my leftovers.
Bones and skin.
I'm trying to get my husband to take me to a fancy Korean restaurant down on the south side of Brisbane, which is like a long drive. I want to take everybody keeps talking about it, and I've never been, and I'm so annoyed because I love Korean barbecue. I love Korean food. I usually make it for myself because there's not that many around where I live, but there's one I want to go to, and I have to try and convince him to take me because I can't drive that far because of my eyes and nighttime and blah. And I like to have some soju on that too, just on the side.
It's homemade food, and
How is it homemade food? How in her mind is it homemade food? How is it homemade food? They may use really good ingredients, but it is still fast food. There's no consideration for the fats in it. There's no consideration for the salt content. There's no consideration for the amount of oil used, the calorie count, how it's prepared, the portion size. How is it homemade food? How?
very delicious greens, chicken.
Oh, sugar
Yeah.
baby. Okay, Natural's just admitted
This
that she's
liquid
a
is
sugar
just the
baby.
broth that was cooking with the chicken. So
The food prepared in that kitchen is no different from the food prepared at a McDonald's. It's designed to be it's the same. It's fast food. It's fast food. It's not homemade food. It's not your nonna's food. It's not your grandma's shepherd's pie. It's not that comfort meal made at home from scratch. Like, it's fast food.
anyways, guys, thanks for having dinner with me and trying this, experiencing this Syrian dish with me. It's very, very good. If you can give it a try, I suggest you do if you're into greens and spinach and things like that.
I bet you, I'm going to go and look it up, but I bet you Molokhia doesn't even have spinach in it.
And yes, until the next video,
Hot means fresh. That's
I'll
correct.
see you guys later.
Hot
Bye.
is fresh. Okay, so that was Booty talking about nothing, eating too much food. Gonna say it, she just ate too much. All right. But she's not bingoing, guys. It's not bingo. It's definitely not bingo. All right. Okay. And I called it Big Gurk because that's what chickens say. They go, Big Gurk. Okay. We're going to shake off Foodie, all the smacking sounds and her stupidities. Let's shake it off. And let's move into a different kind of stupidities. I haven't watched this one. I don't know what she's going to say, but I'm going into it thinking it's going to be beige, it's going to be boring, it's going to be bland. It's going to be Ambie, our beige queen. Foodie is our red queen. Ambie is our beige queen. Opposite ends of the spectrum, these two. No, the same but different, you know what I mean? Okay, so let me get rid of that one. Come away. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. I might upload these later. I don't think people are really going to watch them. They're not that greatly edited, but, whatever. It's a source for people to go on and look at the footage. Anyway, okay, so let's do bad habits leads to something. I have called this one bad habits. However, I've seen a little snippet of the first of it. I was going to edit it, and then I thought, no, stuff it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to watch it. It's short. I've called it Single Lady Coming Through is the subtitle for this one, because Amber's making it very clear that she's a single lady. Her world is topsy-turvy now. She's a single lady. Doesn't know what to do with herself. It's a different energy. It's a different mental space. She's literally still in the same house with Feline. They're not at each other's throats. They're complimentary. They're having a great time. They're just crying at different times. They're upset at different times, okay? But her whole world's different. Doesn't even know how to get groceries as a single lady. We're going single lady grocery shopping, guys. It's a whole new world. Whole new world. So let's see what our beige princess, we'll call her a beige princess, is doing. Okay. Make her big. We're definitely making her fast because, good God, She's a slow talker, this one. Okay, we're going to make her 1.25. If we need to kick her up, we will. Okay, present. Share screen. Okay. Bad habits leads to late nights and something else. Ed Sheeran. I'm not a good singer. Oh, no, that's Cowboy Dog's jam. I'm requesting Ed Sheeran compilation next time, Cowboy Dog. Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Hello. Well, welcome to a vlog. It just kind of feels weird to vlog now. Ever since the breakup, everything just doesn't feel.
I will say she has labeled this bad habits. Now, one habit she's never created is where the F is the brush. Her hair is never brushed. Always frizzy, always messy, always lumpy, always pulled haphazardly on her head, and not in a cute, messy bun way. It looks like it smells. It just is not a good look. And I themed my thumbnail. I like to explain my edits. I themed my thumbnail on the palette that we've got going on here. This is what I think Amber's aura is like. We've got no yellows, no oranges, no hot pinks, no calming blues. She is a muddy shade of beige. Yeah. Just like her skin tone.
Like it used to. Like everything just seems so meaningless. Like I look at the world and everything just feels like 1D. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we were supposed to go grocery shopping.
I've just realised who she is. William Shatner. We've all watched Star Trek. He's renowned for being an over actor, delivering the lines in an overly dramatic way. That's what Anne Boleyn is. She's overly dramatic when she delivers her lines. She does it in such an inauthentic way, it actually grates on people's nerves. Now, I want everyone to look at her through William Shatner filter. Imagine her talking like William Shatner through a Star Trek episode. That's who she reminds me of. The cheesy lines, the over-dramatic analogies, the emotiveness for the most banal circumstance. She's William Shatner.
Shopping last night and we didn't, so we're gonna go today. So I just want to start off by just also saying thank you guys so much for like the support with
Natural smells like grandpa's.
this whole thing, the kind words, and a lot of people thought the last video was weird, which I don't understand why, because it was literally just a Q&A that Queen was a part of, kind of podcast style. So there was no like video with it. You know how podcasts are, it's like just voice unless they have a video option, but we didn't find it weird. We didn't find it awkward. I got also.
That's because you're the weird ones. Of course you don't find it weird. Okay, the entire internet is telling you it was weird, but we didn't find it weird. That is a time for reflection. It's like, why do they think it's weird? Is it weird? Maybe we are weird. I'll explore that. Like, when everyone's giving you the same feedback, look at it. Look at it.
A lot of messages of people saying that, you know, they like definitely opened up a bit. So we appreciate you guys. And to answer a really big question that I have gotten from people is like, why is she still living there? Because Feline is actually on a lease. She pays half of all the bills. She has been on a lease for about a year.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if I've just broken up with someone, amicable or not, I'm leaving because it's awkward. If I've got the resources to leave, I'm leaving. If it's amicable, hooray. But I'm not staying in the house with the person I've just broken up with. Too painful. The living space, the awkwardness, tear the Band-Aid off. If I can live somewhere else, I'm going to. I don't care how well you're getting along. It's not ideal. It is rampant for, you're going to have X with each other because the feelings just don't turn off straight away. You get a bit randy one night, you're on the wines, they're sitting there, they're an easy target, you're used to doing it, you know what you're going to get. That you should go because that makes it messy and that's confusing. But maybe that's not a problem between these two. I don't know. You got to go. Once you're broken up, you got to leave.
and a half now.
I don't
This
care if you're on
apartment
the
is no
lease.
more mine than it is hers, and vice versa. This is her home. We love each other. There's no dramatics behind the scenes. We're going to continue staying here until we both move, until the lease is up. So we both equally just have some I's to dot and some T's to cross, and there's no reason for either of us to move like immediately. But you guys will see that within the next few months, a lot of things are changing, and we are moving, but it's not happening right this second. Feline and I love each other so much. Like this.
Okay, so Feline's going to be sleeping on the couch for the next couple of months. That's not going to be good for her back. They need to get a spare bed for the spare bedroom. Don't they have a spare room? They have a spare room. Why don't they? But why isn't there a bed in there?
Breakup had nothing to do with lack of love. We literally broke up while I had a hickey on my neck and a love letter from her on my desk. There was never any lack of love or anything like that. And that love doesn't just go away because we aren't in a relationship anymore. I know some people's weird and confusing, but female-female relationships can be that way. And that's even just based on my experience. Anyway.
Do you think that sometimes she does this deliberately to look like, oh, I'm a mental mess. I have mental problems. I'm going to appear like a mental patient. That's what I think. I think she does. It's a costume. She wears it like a costume.
I'm going to shower, get ready. And then as a single woman, I am officially going grocery shopping as a single woman for the first time in forever.
Guys, breaking. She's going to go to the shops as a single lady and go single lady shopping. Yes, that's right. No consideration for Feline, even though they never actually ate the same kind of foods together. They ate different meals. I don't have to worry about whether she's got deodorant. I don't have to buy toothpaste for two any longer. It's only me. Grocery shopping's a whole new world now. I'm single. Okay, drama.
Because even like when me and like my ex broke up, like all I did was order takeout, and literally that's all I've been doing. I have probably gained some weight for sure. I've been having Olive Garden, McDonald's, like it has been not good. I have definitely turned to food the last few days for comfort, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. I'm gonna stock up on some healthy goodies. Usually Feline and I, we go grocery shopping together, share a cart together, share food together, always split the bill right in half, but grocery shopping as a single lady. So everything is just, it's new for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna get in the shower and I'll see you guys when I'm out. So I'm ready. I try to do some light makeup just to, I don't know, maybe feel good about myself.
Okay. I'm not a makeup artist by any measure, but whenever I see Amber with her makeup done, the only thing she can do great is the winged eyeliner. I'm envious because I'm too old now. My eye hoods are too baggy and I can never get it right because I can't see very well, particularly well out of one. They're never even. Whatever. Ma'am, your entire eye socket is not one color. Let's create some dimension. Let's like just smashing on one color on your eyelids and not doing your eyebrows. Like it doesn't have to be complicated, but can you at least make it good? Like a little bit good. I know she fishes for compliments. It's like, oh, you look so pretty. Her makeup always looks a mess. I'm sorry, it does. Other than the eyeliner, she's just messy. And the fact that she's never got brows drives me crazy.
I don't. Not at all. But let's go to the Trader Joe's.
At least she's brushed her
I don't know if I'm filming there
hair.
because it's always super freaking crowded. My city loves a Trader Joe's, and this is what I film with. It's a mess, you guys. I have been slacking on life. Okay, just give me some time. Like I carry a huge camera and a huge tripod. Like I already have the attention on me because of what I look like. I don't need people to be staring at my.
Man, people would be staring at you without the tripod, and I don't mean that in a mean way. They're not looking at the tripod. They're honestly not. Like, and that's probably part of her social anxiety, but people aren't looking at your vlogging equipment.
My device. But we'll see. Either way, I'm probably gonna do like a little grocery haul. I love Trader Joe's, and I know y'all love a Trader Joe's also. Let's go. All right.
I'm sorry, but I'm a person that is affected by the environment, and if that is the palette that you have in your home, wonderful. If that makes you feel good and cozy and lovely, great. I would hate it if I had beige walls and brown cupboards and brown doors. It affects me mentally. I need light colors. I need sunlight. I need brightness. I need sheer curtains. I need airiness. I couldn't do those dark colors. Not that I don't like, I think in some circumstances they could be nice, but it's not for me. It feels heavy and compressive. I need a lightness and openness and airiness because I'm inside so much, because I'm like, except when I go for walks and stuff for work. My inside needs to feel like outside. I need windows. I need openness. I need to be able to see outside, but just not be outside. You know?
We're pulling into the Trader Joe's here. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of people in the parking lot. There usually is.
Blood trauma.
Hello. Summer days. Whew. It is hot. So, got my groceries. Here's one bag. I will say Trader Joe's literally bags the best out of any grocery store. 3 huge bags. So, a grocery haul when we get home. I'm still eating my feelings, folks. So I got some French macaroons to try tonight. They're not for tomorrow, don't worry, but still tonight I am.
Okay. I'm going to confess. Hi, my name is Doad Cookie, and I confess that I only started eating or liking macaroons in the last year or so. And yes, I eat the trash ones. I eat the ones from Starbucks, and I buy, because in Coles you can buy mochi, you can buy the rice cake desserts that are like the little rice cake, gummy rice cake stuff with the ice cream in the middle, and they also do the macaroons, and I like the pistachio ones. And I always thought macaroons were weird looking, and I tried one once and I didn't like the texture. I like the fluffy, biscuity, meringue loveliness of a macaroon now. I actually enjoy them. I never did. I never liked them before. I'm sorry, macaroons. I'm sorry I'm so late to the game.
Slacking. So the cashier asked me, he was like, so what are you doing this weekend? Like, do you have to work? I always feel so awkward. I'm like, I mean, I'm a YouTuber, so I can work whenever I want to. And whenever I tell someone I'm a YouTuber, first question is, what are you doing there? I vlog my life. All right, so let's do the grocery haul. I got some.
Do we think that interaction actually happened? No, we freaking don't. First of all, I do not think she's probably taken a very nothing comment. It's like, oh, because, you know, when you're in the checkout assistants make small talk. They weren't hitting on you. And if it's awkward to say you're a YouTube channel, just say, oh, I'm a consultant. I work in IT, or I'm a graphic artist or something. Like, you don't, oh, I'm a YouTuber. That's what I do. I do for you. And I vlog my life. That's what I do. Yeah. No, you'd be like a little, and then, because then the awkwardness after that is, oh, what's your YouTube channel name? I'll subscribe. No, you say, I work in IT.
Mini cucumbers, some carrots,
Hi, Edna.
celery, 2 things of cauliflower, asparagus, some organic broccoli, some strawberries, some very cherry plums. I got some fresh cherries. Love me a cherry. 2 things of these
Are they
yellow
cherry or
potatoes,
cherry
2
tomatoes?
things of russet garlic chicken sausage.
Wait, I've never seen cherries that color. Renica cherries. They look like some sort of pear cherry steroid hybrid, because the only cherries that I get are the really dark cherries, and we usually only get them around Christmas time. And if you're not careful, you get really bitter ones, and then sometimes you get really nice ones. They're super expensive though. You only get them for like Christmas dinner.
Love me a cherry. 2 things of these Dutch yellow potatoes. 2 things of russet garlic chicken sausage. I got some turkey meatballs. They're fully
I'm
cooked.
sorry, I can't do a chicken sausage. Chicken sausages are disgusting. I don't know what it is. I will eat chicken mince, but I can't do a chicken sausage. It's rank. It's totally skanky, mufty. Blech. Chicken sausages are a no bueno. None. No.
Cook. And by the way, this is just
You can't make them
the fridge.
good.
I'm kind of organizing my fridge right now, so that's why that's there. Got some cottage cheese. Got some garlic and jalapeno stuffed olives. I'm so excited to try them. Some bell pepper and 2 things of chicken. I got some chicken and cheese tamales. I
Never
love these
seen
tamale.
them.
I got some mini chicken tacos. Some buffalo style chicken poppers. Some chicken spring rolls. Organic jasmine rice.
Now, let's flip this. These are all frozen meals. Could be completely fine, because some frozen foods are just as good as like the fresh stuff, because they're snap frozen, prepared nicely for snap frozen ingredients, whatever. Foodie would call this homemade food. Foodie would be like, I put it in the air fryer. It's homemade. No, it's not, hun, but okay. Just the fact that you made it at home does not make it homemade. It's not homemade.
Vegetable gyoza, and then
Gyoza. They are good though, but I like mine fried. I like them. The Korean call it jinmandu, which is fried dumplings. Oh my god, they're so good.
these are just
Oily, but
Korean spicy stir fried rice cakes. Super excited to try those. And then I got some plantain chips.
Go back. Is she? What are they? I can't see the picture properly. Tteokbokki. She eats tteokbokki. Yum. So good. If you've never tried tteokbokki, try it. It's so good. If you don't like spicy food, don't. There is a non-spicy version you can, but you'd have to go and look it up online. It's called the Royal. It's got the Royal sauce. It's like a non-spicy version. It's like basically savory veggie version. They make it for kids because kids can't eat the spicy, but tteokbokki, yum. It's so good. I love it with egg and noodles. I don't like fish cake. I don't like that, but I like the tteokbokki. It's good.
These are just Korean spicy stir fried rice cakes. Super excited to try those. And then I got some plantain chips, some coconut macaroons, some coconut strips, some French macarons, and one of my favorite things from Trader Joe's.
It's all processed.
All right, you guys. We're gonna do a little taste test moment here. Try some of these French macarons. They're lusciously French, very chocolate, and very vanilla. So let's give them a try.
Lusciously French.
Okay, so lusciously French, Jade says. So what emotion is she eating here? What emotion? Let's pick one. Loneliness, longing, guilt. Do you think she's eating any guilt? No, because narcissists don't usually feel guilt. Anxiety, anger. What's the emotion? What is she eating when she eats the macaroons?
Yeah, that's what it says. So it comes with 6 of each flavor. Do you want to try? I'll give you one each. Here's a very vanilla and a very chocolate.
Just like a bite.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the vanilla.
What is this?
Amber has a very different eating style that gets on my nerves because the way Foodie eats is a wood chipper. It's like literally, it's like Amber has the closed mouth chipmunk chew, I call it. Okay, so this is what it looks like to me when she eats. Even when she's not sped up, it's still fast. It's like that's I can't handle it. It's just it does something to me. It affects me mentally.
You don't like it? Oh, that's a 10 out of 10.
Fear, that's a good emotion. That's true.
I can't tell if it's mouthwashes.
Get a plate. Get a plate. Neutralize it. And you know what? Don't open the packet and sit on the couch with it. Get a bowl. Get a hot tea, a coffee, a juice, whatever, and put maybe 2 or 3, 4. Let's give her 4. Let's be generous. Put 4 on a little side plate, a little saucer. Sit down. Make sure you're eating at least 2 bites per biscuit, 8 bites. Drink it, you drink. Don't just sit down with the entire packet because you're going to eat the entire packet. Eat your emotions, but at least don't be like, yeah, I'm just going to be a fat bitch and eat 12 macaroons in a row and then eat some chips and then eat some gyoza and then I'm going to eat some tteokbokki and probably some ramen and not a single veggie to be had. Don't sabotage yourself. Have your macaroons, but be smart about it.
These like straight like gourmet ass.
Make it a moment, a melting moment.
So she said it tastes like gourmet ass. The vanilla's better.
Do you guys have melting moments? My nana used to make those. They used to call them melting moments or custard kisses. Oh my God. I wonder if it's in that recipe book. I have to go and check. Melting moments were the best. So much sugar and butter in them, but oh my God.
Better. I give the chocolate a 7 and I give the vanilla a 10.
A melting moment.
Really?
And the texture is so good.
Oh, that's nasty.
I always LOL at the lighting in this bathroom. Is that better?
That's, yeah,
It's a little better.
100%.
But then you hear the fan.
How is her hair frizzy? How is it frizzy? Is it, oh, it's humid in Kentucky. That's why it's frizzy. It was smooth and shiny and sleek when she left the house. And now it looks fuzzy. What is going on? She obviously doesn't have any rosemary oil on hand.
So it's like, do we deal with the fan while I look, semi-normal?
It's an Australian thing. Maybe
This
I'll
I
make
literally
some.
look like a ghost. I don't know. I'll go back and edit and see all my other ones.
Christine,
Anyways,
hi, Christine.
I have a few clips, like vlogging clips from before the whole breakup happened. So I kind of just want to like catch up on my vlog and have everything, you know, it all be happening in real time. So I'm actually gonna post those right here. Y'all, you cannot tell because you just can't tell, but I swear to you, there's a tornado outside. I'm pretty sure it's hailing.
Y'all, she grew up in California. Okay, but maybe she takes on some of the local language. Maybe she picked that up from Becky, but she's from California.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
Shut up. I say y'all. I actually type y'all. That's how bad I am. I say y'all as well. I'll take it back.
Yep, it's hailing outside. See those little guys? And Rarity, she just loves this weather while all my other fur babies, Twinkie and Wasabi, are terrified. So I'm currently using my phone to film. So
Oh,
quality is a little.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have a nice shirt. Don't at me. I actually like this shirt. Hate the bun, but I like the shirt. I like the color. I like the neckline. I like the sleeves. I like the fit. What's going on? Maybe I don't. Let me look at it a bit more.
Different, but it's 3 in the morning and Twinkie, her paw, she's going like this. She'll barely walk on it. She don't want to straighten it. So we're going to the emergency vet. They said it's a 5-hour wait. So we're taking her there. I just took a really quick shower. I brought Twinkie in here in her bed. She's not doing good. I cried like a crazy. I hate to see her hurting. Like this is
Oh, I like it. I like it. What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's happening? She's got a nice shirt. Wait.
It's okay, baby. We're gonna take you. Okay? She just looks so sad. Oh, and I can tell she's in a lot of pain because like literally she was making like.
Wait, if she says that she's upset about the breakup too, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
The face she makes when she's in pain. I've only seen it a couple times. I've had Twinkie for 8 years. She's a very healthy, amazing dog, but she is getting old. So I'm scared. And she was like whining in my arms and like cuddling into me, trying to let me know that something was wrong, but it's like, I already know, baby. Okay. You guys, I have kind of, in the last day, I have hardcore fixated on these wannabe.
No follow-up on the dog? She's just going to leave us hanging? The dog's okay. I'm sure we would have known if the dog was not okay, right? The dog's okay. But how do you go from my old dog is shaking, we are taking her to an emergency vet at 3:00 in the morning, and then we're giggling over stupid unicorn paper mache figurine things? Okay, psycho.
The Legos that I've had, none of these are the Lego brand. I just want to make that clear. I have fixated. These are ones that I have had. This one is actually from a subscriber. So I wanted to show it off. Look how adorable.
No, old dogs have tremors. Maybe it's an arthritic thing. Maybe it's a potassium thing. Maybe she was nutrient deficient. Something was wrong with the dog. I want to know. I need to know.
A little kitty cat. And there's like, that's supposed to be like a little pond, I think. So, and then I also had.
No, I'm sorry. Is it not a psychotic jump? She's gone straight from my dog's in strife. Oh, here's my Legos. What? Tell me she goes back to the dog.
All of Evie's evolutions to do, which I finally did. I've had this for so long. So I did all of these. Like there's just.
I'm not going to lie. If I was editing this, I would have cut that shit out. I would have cut the Legos out. I would have cut them out completely because nobody fucking cares.
So many. I had so much fun. And then this is the bunny that Feline got me for Easter. So I've also had this guy.
I'm sorry. Everybody's got an embarrassing hobby that you just don't talk about with other people. Not because you're like, you shouldn't like them, but nobody cares. Like the stuff that I really, really, truly, absolutely 100% care about, I'm not going to sit down there and harangue my best friend about it because I know they're not into it. Why does she force this upon us? It's not even, if you love this stuff, I'm sorry, but it's boring. It's okay. This is where the problem is. She doesn't present it to us in a cool, fun, exciting way. She doesn't present it like it's like, yeah, she doesn't do like little cuts and edit together and tell us, like, she doesn't do it in a way that makes us care. It's just like, oh my God, are you 12?
And I was able to make a little carrot. And then I think this is just supposed to be a flower. So it came with a flower to carrot that I got to build. And then I finally did Snorlax. Oh my gosh, I've had him for so long. Isn't he adorable? I love Pokemon, if you guys don't know. Pokemon are just adorable. What can I say? I grew up with Pokemon.
This is how This is how people feel when I talk about my K-pop stuff, isn't it? This is what, yes, it is. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my
Hardcore.
God.
And then this is supposed to be a Mojito Tavern. So again, none of these are actually the Lego brand. So besides this one, this is the only Lego brand, I have to say. So
you're right, Jarella. This is the thing you don't tell your best friends about. This is the thing you don't admit. This is the thing you're like, I just want to tell them what Chantel said the other day because she's so stupid and dumb, but you know that you'd be like having to try and explain it. And you just, it's a longer conversation. And then they're still going to look at you with a blank stare like, when are you going to stop talking? Please stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking, crazy. When can we talk about normal stuff? And then you look away embarrassed and wish, and then you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, why did I bring it up? Why did I bring it up? I shouldn't have talked about it. They're going to think I'm nuts now.
now I went on to Amazon because this is a hobby I enjoy. No one has to understand it. It's fine. Again, to the subscriber who sent me this, thank you so freaking much. Like, it was so fun to build, and I wanted to show you, and I appreciate it.
I'll never stop, Christy.
So I went on to Amazon and I got some other like building blocks, for the lack of a better word. I just want to call them Lego wannabes. And this is the one I'm about to do now.
Jarella, that's not an embarrassing hobby. That's a flex. That's a flex. You flex the gym girl. You talk about it day and night because it makes us who don't indulge, or at least feel a little bit bad for not indulging when we know we should.
It's like a little home. And literally, I am literally about to start it right now. I have all of the Legos in here. So I'm excited. I just had to like update you guys on my building. I love stuff like
Thanks,
this. It's just,
Ambie. We were hanging on
it's just like this tedious,
fun, edge of our
like meticulous building. I don't know. I just like following the instructions. It's just something I thoroughly enjoy doing. So if you guys ever want to build a Lego, but you don't have the money, which I understand because I think I'm going to lay off on Legos for a hot minute because it's just so expensive. There are cheaper ones on Amazon. So I don't know if I made it clear on the one that I'm starting now. This is just the first level. I also have like all of these bags to do as well, and some pieces here, and there also comes with like a sticker moment. So yeah, we had that huge storm. My goodness, it was pretty bad. I didn't vlog any more of it. We did not lose power.
Okay. I'm going to say it. I know everybody loves Ambie's hair and blah, blah, blah. She has the most boring hair of ever. It's a weird, odd shade of brown, but okay. For someone who has really, really, really shiny, long hair, it's really thin. Imagine it cut short. She's actually, I reckon you could put all of her hair like in your finger like that. The length is all that she's got and the shininess is all that she's got. I would love to see her have this hair cut to her nipples and then layered and then a side bang. Like, I really think it would make her hair look bouncy, thick, voluminous. This length, it's not doing her hair justice. Her hair would actually look more spectacular if it was cut a bit shorter and with a little bit of volume in it. It would be bouncy and it would be playful and it would probably be easier to put into a poop bun.
Or it flickered a few times.
My opinion.
My hair's kind of curly from that braid. And then the thing with Twinkie, so we ended up taking her and her joints because of age.
Okay.
And so that
when I worked in the bookshop, in the art section, there would be the quilling books. And that is masterful. That's a great hobby to have. Don't be embarrassed of that one. That is an art. You are doing something really beautiful. I remember those books because I was always fascinated because I'm not, cross stitch was probably as artistic as I got. And that was literally just following a pattern. My thumbnails are my creative outlet, my styling, my color boards, my makeup. That's where my creativity comes from. I can't draw, can't paint, can't sing, can't put music together. But aesthetics, that's my jam.
always says, dogs. Oh, my AirPod.
And because she's got such a round face, and a bob would look beautiful on her as long as she's got a side swept bang.
Oh my God! Wait, where are you? Dogs that are smaller.
Oh,
Twinkie's always running, jumping.
Oh my God! We don't want to watch it. We'll watch it tomorrow. I'm not going to snipe Foodie. She's probably just. Is she eating? I bet she's eating.
On furniture, she acts like a spring chicken, like she's freaking 2 years old, but she's not. She's 10. So they had to actually give a stronger medicine because she already takes medicine a few times a week for her joints. So we got prescribed a stronger one for her. She's feeling a lot better. Like that worried me so bad.
She actually owns a brush. Oh my God, I'm stunned. Use it more often. Make it a habit.
I don't know, it was just really scary. And since that Lego clip, I've actually done more Legos. So I'll definitely show you guys those in the future. Legos has been like even knockoff Lego, different brand.
All right, guys. If you want me to snipe Foodie, let me know in the chat. However, if we're going to do that, I have to go to the bathroom. Because if we're going to be here for another little bit, I have to go. All right. So put what you think in the chat and I'll be right back. You saw my pink tracksuit, didn't you? Okay. I should have let the thing. Oh, how rude of me. I didn't even play the video.
Lego has been so helpful during this whole thing when I feel a lot of anxiety or just like at my saddest. I like a good distraction. Like I turned to a lot of bad habits again. I have taken some Delta 8 gummies. I've been turning to takeout. I started drinking soda again. As you guys know, I suffer with excoriation. I have been picking really bad at my skin.
That's
I like to clean my home every day. I love a clean area. And I haven't been cleaning. My apartment is a wreck right now.
She had been off the soda for about 10, 11 days. So we're back to the sodas. We're not cleaning. We're full depression mode.
So I just really want to wake up tomorrow. Oh, waking up is hard. Going to sleep and waking up is one of the hardest because it's like I would fall asleep with Feline holding my arm or us cuddling and I'd wake up and be excited to start a new day with her. Now it's like every time I wake up, I remember, oh, my heart is broke. And it's like just because this breakup was mutual, it doesn't take away the pain. I just can't imagine my life without her. And I don't know, it's just hard. But yeah, I want to wake up tomorrow and kind of just like get my life back on track. So yeah, this is, my time to be single. And once I move and I go to a different state and Feline's in a different state, that's definitely going to be a big, big change. And that's going to be like the real test of time, So yeah, a lot of people have a misconception that like I can't take care of myself. I don't know what gave you guys.
The big misconception that a 5'3", 526, maybe 132 pound woman can't take care of herself wholly and solely on her own. I wonder why people would think that. I mean, I know at 322 and we're the same height, it was getting difficult to take care of my basic hygiene. I could still shower by myself. I could still stand up. I could still get to the bits that I needed to. But hey, if I had another 50, another 100 to that, I wouldn't have been able to reach stuff. I would not have been able to get places. I would have been out of breath, bending over. I couldn't touch my toes. I wouldn't have been able to get my shoes on. It would have been hard to put my hair up. This is why people wonder, she needs an in-care, she needs a nurse, she needs help with stuff. It's not a fat phobic thing to think someone over 500 pounds needs physical assistance. That's just facts.
As an idea, especially in the last couple of years, I take care of myself. The only thing that Feline helps me with is the fact that I don't drive. And a lot of couples are like that, where it's like one person drives and the other one don't. And I feel like I get a lot of heat for it because of my weight, which is really weird because like if it was someone...
Then what? Okay, so Becky admitted that she had to help you because you were bedbound. Becky admitted that she had to, and that was only 50 pounds. There's only a 50-pound difference between your highest weight and where you weigh now. where you were bedbound and couldn't clean yourself. It's not a weird speculation to be making. It's only 50, and on someone like yourself, that's only 10% of your weight. Like, we know that you've had physical problems.
Skinny. People would be saying, oh, your wife, your husband, or your partner is your caretaker. Like, no, it's just I am too afraid to drive. Everything else I do for myself. I take care of myself. I take care of my apartment. I take care of
A skinny person can put their own shoes on. A skinny person can button up their own pants. A skinny person can walk outside. They don't. The tree at the front of the house is not the marker. They're walking around the block on their own. Like, it's not the same. It's literally not the same.
animals. Like, I even saw someone say, like, we know how it is because I watched 600 Pound Life. And I'm like, not everyone is the same. Years ago, yeah, I was in a bad spot. I couldn't take care of myself. I couldn't even stand custom zucchini for freaking dinner time. But I'm completely different than the person I was 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like actually the complete opposite. Like, there's so
No, you're not completely the same. You're just 50 pounds. There's 50 pounds difference between where you were and where you are now.
many ways that I have improved, and it's probably hard to see like via camera, via YouTube, because I obviously don't show my whole life. I mean, that's clear as ever. Like, the most important part of my life was Feline for the last 2 years, and I didn't show the beauty in our relationship. Yeah, sure, she was in my videos here and there, but it didn't portray our relationship at all. So I think that's just like a good example of like, I only show like a fraction of my life. What I'm trying to say is I will be moving.
And where's the transparency? Where's the openness? Where's the not being fake? Where's that? Like, you didn't need to show Feline. You just had to be honest about your relationship, and you covered up the problems you were having because you said this has been a long time coming. So which was it? You're completely transparent. You're showing the beauty, but you didn't show any of the ugly, and that would be showing the entirety of your life, which is what you say you are. You're a transparent person.
By myself. I will
It
be
was
living
totally
by myself.
dumb.
I'm not moving in with anyone. I'm not getting a roommate. Some people are asking if I'm moving in with my mom. No, I want to live on my own. I want to do me. I want to be as independent as I can. I'm 32 years old, and
She's going to Beyonce it, guys. She's going to be all the single ladies.
I'm just kind of ready to experience that. And I know a lot of people don't want to believe that. They think that I am someone who needs a caretaker. No, I don't. I don't understand where I've given that impression, because you guys, I have showed myself cooking, walking, cleaning, taking care of my pets, taking care of myself. Like, I have showed that. I have never showed anything.
Yeah, Amber, and you're boring. You're it's not that you're boring, okay? It's not that you're boring. The content is boring. She has all the things except for literally the job, going outside of her home, doing fun activities. Other than that, she has hobbies. She has things that she likes. She cooks. She shops. Blah, de blah, mental health issues, yada, yada. But the way she presents it, it's as dull as dishwater. She doesn't make it seem like a fun thing to watch or to participate in with her. It's boring AF. People watch it because it's like watching a rotting casket and casket Wolf Freudian, watching a rotting carcass in speed up. When you're watching it speed up, it's like, oh, that's interesting. It's watching someone rot away or make all the wrong decisions. But she's just beige. Foodie's different to Amber. Chantal is deliberately antagonistic, whereas Amber is just like a stone in your shoe. You know, she's just a little bit annoying, but annoying enough that you're just like, oh, fuck's sake, that's so annoying.
Like, the opposite of that, besides like telling you guys my weight. So I feel like it's a lot of like stereotyping that's happening. And it's unfortunate, but that's okay.
We're all confused, guys. We're confused.
And you guys are going to see me be as independent as I can. The next couple months are going to be a little, but we're going to get there. It's kind of dreadful. The next few months are going to be very hard, but I know I'll be okay. And that's all that matters.
It's going to be code word #dreadful. It's dreadful. That's weird. I've never heard anyone describe a breakup as dreadful.
So anyways, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
She is just feral. Okay. Bye-bye, Ambie. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See, this is my K-pop stuff. It's always there. Right. Okay. Stop screen. Okay. Now this is where we're going to make the decision, guys. Do we want to snipe or do we not want to snipe? I've never sniped before. I have no problem sniping because let's see how long she's been on. Okay. Where is she? Let me pull it up again. Okay. Where is she? Let me pull it up. Foodie. A beauty. Where is she? Oh, somebody else is also watching this. Okay, how long has she been on? Oh, she's only been on 27 minutes. We're about half an hour behind. I don't know. She's a bit strike happy at the minute. Do we want to try it? I don't know. Do you want to? Maybe for a little bit. If she's boring, we'll dip out. Okay. Dip in and see. Okay, let's do that. All right. You know, let's do something exciting and covert, eh? If we get struck, oh well, we get struck. Whatevs. It's not like this is my livelihood. I have an actual job. Okay. Big surprise. She's wearing her favorite habaya. Okay. Habaya. Hijab abaya. I just put it in together. Habaya. Okay. Big. Oh, pause. Okay. Stream. Share screen. Where is she? There we go. Yep, that's the one. And she's smoking the shisha guy. Normally I try and cut him out. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. Oh, where did it go? Hang on. There we go. That's the one. Okay, play.
Celery shisha.
Let's go back and start at the beginning. Okay. We'll go a couple of minutes in because it's all just hellos. Hi, garden girl. Hi, vintage Zoe.
So it's, each day is kind of different. I mean, sort of, but need some prayers.
Let's look at the makeups, guys. What have we got going on here? Oh, we've got some rough road, rough skin there, and some glitter.
My brother-in-law fell 20 feet. He had a broken pelvis, back, neck, and multiple.
Right, let's speed her up because
good. Oh my God, what did he fall from? Of course, Golden Girl. Everyone say prayers for
Golden Girl's there. I knew it.
Golden Girl's brother-in-law. Oh my gosh, I will say a prayer for him as soon as I'm off of here.
Girl. Yeah, I'm an explorer of all new places.
Big hugs. What happened? Do I ever get bored? Not really. Hi, Hugh Jess. Aurora. Gemini Gem. 16 months loyalty Beezer. Still here, won't leave. Thank you, Gemini Gem. It means a lot. Loyal Beezer. Yes, babe. Hi, Barbara.
1, 2, 3.
Open shot. Yeah.
Oh no, she only did 2 this time. It's normally 3.
I would like to see more vlogs, even if they're boring. Really? I can do that. I do have some in the works.
Why would you want to see more vlogs, even if they're boring? Why? If the content's crap, you don't want to watch. I don't get it. Who are these people and why?
He was on a ladder, tied to a branch, and the branch broke, taking him to the...
Oh,
he's not paralyzed. Oh, thank goodness, yes. We will say healing prayers for him, Golden Girl, of course, yeah. That's crazy. Why Toronto? It's like it has a more experienced hospital for that kind of trauma.
Okay, I noticed yesterday that she actually had a bit of a gap in her teeth. So she must have done a brush. She doesn't have the gap today. I think, the reason that I think she likes Madonna so much is because they both had the big gaps in the teeth. I think that's why she's fixated on Madonna. It's like, she can be pretty with a big gap in her teeth. I can be pretty too. That's why.
Gosh. That's okay, Miss Miracle.
Natural Ginger, I can answer that question. No, because she didn't fit into it in the first place. Add another 80 to 100 pounds on it. Absolutely not. It was too short to start with. Her boobs didn't fit. It used to cut in the arms. Great shape, wrong size.
Thanks, Carla. It's an abaya.
Her eyes are puffy? Yes.
Chantal, all of us who live in this area do not leave our house until after 5 p.m. It's so hot. We usually travel to colder areas during this time. Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Spinach? What? Oh, the okay, in between her teeth. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Oh, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you something because every time I
I
see
don't like to
this
go out in the day
abaya,
because
it
of that
just
reason,
reminds
like-
me. I'm just going to go grab something. Oh, I'm going to. Oh, no, I'll play her and then I'll come back.
Stupid hose. It's so hot, you know? So hot. Like, you would not believe how hot it is. It's very hot. Okay, there we go. You like boring vlogs? Hi, mistress. Hi. Come to Scotland. It's bloody freezing. I think it's been a year. Hello, Heyo. Miss Lyrical, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees. I appreciate that. I'm growing my hair out, Mari. Dolly, salam. Welcome, salam. Does your back hurt sitting like that? Not really. Oh, hi, movie gal. Oh, Riley, okay. No brain injury. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Alhamdulillah. Wow, the problem fixed itself. Oh my gosh, SB. Where are you from? What do you think of single Amberlyn? The same thing I think of Amberlyn with somebody. I don't know. It's hot there too, mistress. Oh. Yeah, Zoe, we're still planning on going on a trip. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing pretty well, actually. I know people don't think that because, you know, I'm not eating just diet food, but I do have a weigh-in after this live stream. I'm going to upload my video. Where are all the vlogs? You missing my drivings? You would die in Kuwait heat. Hi, Tracy. Yes, I hope your brother-in-law gets better soon. Will definitely.
Did I miss anything important? Probs not. I almost couldn't find it. But every time I see this abaya, it reminds me of this long kimono thing that I have. Look at the embroidery on the side of it, right? Okay. Okay. Look at it, right? There's that. And then on the back, it had, oh, whoop, here we go. There you go. It's like the pattern is almost the same, except the colors are different. I've had this for about, I bought it in 2019. So I've had this for about 4 years. It doesn't fit me anymore. I just wear it as like a long kimono over the top thing. It's like a size 22 because it was when I was bigger. But I still love the colors and stuff. And I just wear it like I'm a fancy, you know, I don't know, what do they call those? Geisha ladies. I bought it actually as one of my outfits for the BTS concerts because I just wanted something. I wanted it to be, there's a song and there's a kimono and I wanted it to be like an inspired outfit. But yeah, so every time I see this pattern, it's very simple. Like it looks like that kimono that I have.
At least say prayers.
Yeah, mine is prettier.
Long-time viewer, nice.
I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna travel. Hi, Dawn Marie.
I wore a red dress underneath it. It was good.
Miss Lyrical. Well, I appreciate it. Hi, Trisha.
Capone Boxer was probably giving it crap or asking trolley questions. People are interested. I understand why people go in there.
I mean, we were always going to travel anyways. I just wanted to be more comfortable. It wasn't like I'm not going to travel just because I'm fat. Like I went to Cuba, I came here.
I totally get the want to be more comfortable because that is literally the whole reason I went and lost weight. To be comfortable, more comfortable traveling, but more comfortable in the world. Haven't done a lot of traveling because of the big C, big vid. But now that I've got plans for Korea next year and I can go here, there, and everywhere I want to. But who believes that she wants to be more comfortable, or does she just straight up want to be able to medically be able to travel and to fit? I think it's because she needs to fit. I don't think it's for comfort's sake because she's not the kind of person who cares about that stuff. I think she's been told the last time she traveled, ma'am, you will not be able to travel next time. You will have to buy 2 seats. I'm sorry, we will not be able to accommodate you.
Here, I suffered through long airports, like 30 minutes of walking through just to get to my gate. Like, I'll do it, but I'll suffer. And I mean, we can also alter the type of things that we do depending on my level, but I plan on trying to bring up my stamina. We have some stairs here, I find I look the same. I don't think I look bigger. What?
That's because you have body dysmorphia. I think she's got some sort of, and because she looks at herself through filters, of course she doesn't think she, and the Spanx and the heat. If she took all of that off and stopped using the filters, she would see her true self. And you know what? She should love that true self. She should be like, okay, but she should also see the reality of her physical condition, not just like aesthetically, because that doesn't matter. It should be about, my body is in such a condition. I'm carrying so much excess weight. My body cannot transport me where I need to go. My body cannot function with this much excess weight on it. She hides because she wants to look smaller than she is, because she doesn't want to face the reality of being a 400 and something pound, 5'1" woman with lung issues and blood pressure issues and diabetes. She's hiding herself.
So I might use the stairs for a while and try to, thank you, Miss Erica. It's in a bite.
I would, in my opinion, I would be recommending she uses the stairs to go up and down out of the apartment. I wouldn't be asking her to use it wholly. I would maybe ask her to use it to go down the stairs, but maybe not up. I don't think she's physically capable of using stairs correctly. I would be thinking to encourage her and to not make it awful and horrible, just to go outside, cross the road and go for walks at nighttime on the beach. Make it pleasant, make it comfortable, but make it physical. Not in the daytime. Don't do that. You will pass away. Just nighttime walks with Sala. Outside, up and down. Do that. Go for a 15-minute walk at nighttime and then stretch it to 18, 20, 22, 23. These are all sensible suggestions and she'll never take any of them.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
No, Rebecca, I don't pay attention to those people at all anymore.
Oh, Jarella, what did you ask?
So
she's definitely, she's really looking for the coin when she has open chat.
I don't know any of the tea or any of the news on people. These people. I was gifted a Fitbit and it tells me every hour to get up and walk. Yeah, I know. It makes you feel guilty, with the alarm. Cyprus is nice. Yeah, I heard that. Hello, Rosemary's baby mama.
Natural. This is one of my things where I said I was going to do it, but I never did. I was going to do a modest dressing video, but I didn't. I didn't get around to doing it, which I could still do it. But anyway, there is no reason other than her personal styling choice to wear these dull, boring, awful colors. She may prefer black. Fantastic. It's chic. It does nothing for her coloring. It doesn't flatter her in any way. It's slimming. It's the only reason I can say that she wears it, and it's easy to buy. She could wear so many beautiful outfits, absolutely gorgeous colors, textures, hijabs, abayas and not even abayas, just nice plus size outfits that would be comfortable and colorful and look really cool. But no, she doesn't have that sensibility. She's not fashionable.
Hello. Chantel, you look beautiful always. And yes, I love that culture. It's so fire. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. It is fire.
Fire.
Actually, yeah.
Sorry, it's
working
BTS.
right now. Conducting business. Aurora. Wow, thanks, Aurora. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day.
That voice that she puts on, that's her cutesy putesy, I'm cute and quirky. Thanks, Aurora. Rat face. She has these affectations that just drive people nuts. That's one. She talks outside. Hi. She does it with Sala as well. That's like, thank you, baby. And she does
Day at work.
potato
Thanks for the super
face.
chat. I really appreciate that. I'll use it to buy a shawarma when we're traveling, or if there's shawarmas there. Maybe not. Look at the chubby use. Look what the chubby use dragged in. Chubby use.
Ugh.
Walking can get a lot of weight off. Yeah. Period. Aurora. Yes. So they're taking her money. Oh, you guys can see Rebecca where we're going. Daytona Beach. Nice.
We got to kick her up. No, we got to speed her up, guys. We got to put her on blooming sonic speed because this is boring. This is boring. Okay, 1.5. Let's go.
You haven't been there, even though, yeah. There's a lot of places I haven't been in Canada, even though I lived there my whole life. I want to do that, like, that whole, like, that train ride that takes you all across Canada. Good news, guys, for those beezers who like to try the sprays. Bookworm and fragrances will be online soon, and we're searching for them.
Wait. She said she wants to do that trans-Canadian trip. Sala has been planting ideas in her head because she doesn't want to go back to Canada. She doesn't want to explore Canada. She never did when she was at home. She wasn't interested in it. He is planting ideas. Sala wants to do that trip.
Lowest cost of shipping. Yes, mashallah, yay. Yeah, we'll talk more about that for sure, guys. AMC, hi. We're looking for a way to get you guys some Middle Eastern products here from Salah's business. Less than 1K watching me? Yeah, that's okay. I'm fine. I mean, there's 360 people watching me. That's a lot to me. I don't know. Incredible news. Yeah.
Wait. She has 90,000 I suppose memberships. No, it's open chat. Pulpy has less than 10,000 subscribers, I think still. He had like 800 and something or other. She's got nearly 94,000 K subscribers. I've got 60 in here now. She is like 20 times, about 15 times bigger than me. Nah, that doesn't correlate. Nobody likes you.
Yes. Here's... My diet plan is not to
No.
Rosemary's. I've been losing weight slowly.
She used to get about I've been there where she's got about $400 to $500 worth of super chats during the Cokie era. She rarely, this is why she's got to pump out the content. She's got to get the AdSense, and she gets money from the memberships and the AdSense. She doesn't really get super chats anymore.
But that's okay. I mean, my fitness pal recommends like 1 to 2 pounds a week, but I'm trying
1 to 2 pounds a week. Ugh. That's okay if you're an average weight person who wants to drop about 5 to 10 pounds to get into that dress for a wedding. If you are somebody who's super morbidly obese and you're eating for her about 2,500 calories a week, you should be losing about 10 pounds a week. Sorry, it just is. And that's without additional exercise. I'm not a professional. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody who's been on a lot of diets and lost a whole bunch of weight. No lie.
to do intuitive eating, like reprogramming my brain and
Exactly.
stomach to have like normal hunger cues and like full cues. Like, you know what I mean? You're 8 months pregnant now, Chantal. Wow. Nice baby boy. Oh, congratulations. That's so precious.
Diet Box Food trolls her.
My trip is going to be in a few months.
Which I find bizarre, and it is her brain tricking her because she likes everything. She literally likes everything. She could eat out of a dustbin. She would eat Kokie's food with aplomb. She would be all up in it. She ate that nasty overcooked tuna steak. The diet box is not palatable. Interesting. That steak that wasn't like her brain does trick her. She will literally eat anything, but the diet box, she doesn't like it. Okay. It's because she thinks it's diet food, where it's just food. It is literally just food.
Inshallah. Treadmill at home? We have some gym equipment downstairs I might start using.
Oh, nice.
Are you upset? No. Why would I be upset? Every country is available? Cool. That's going to be so exciting.
I hate the hookah. I hate it.
The shisha's too good. Oh. Look into those QB cycles. Oh, I heard about that anti-panda. I wanted one of those QBs. They're expensive. Ready for Everest Base Camp? Well, no, that would
Okay,
be
we're
probably
skipping
like,
because boring.
I smoked a bit. I couldn't help myself. I had a weak moment because
Your whole life is weak moments. Your daily, your hour by hour is just weak moment after weak moment after weak moment.
you know, when I was back at the villa, I just was like, it was so tempting to get back into my old habits and like my comfort zone. And I was going through an immense amount of stress. I couldn't really deal. Like I was having a hard time dealing with like rehoming the cats and just like, hi so. I inhale like this. I don't want to show you the name, but I'll show you the food. Oh, Kevin.
Okay, no.
And if at first that's a little more than usual, well, the point is
A little more than usual. Okay.
trying to reprogram my brain, Please protect yourself and energy, yeah.
She needs therapist. So I'm gonna. She needs a
because I'm trying.
therapist.
It's not tempting myself. I'm trying to get rid of these trigger foods and neutralize foods as not being triggers and not allowing the food to have that power over me to trigger me. I want to regain control of it. Hi, Lavanja.
Then how are you, a person who has eaten yourself to 400 something pounds over a span of 38 years, supposed to do that without the guidance and help of a therapist? You don't have the tools, you don't have the knowledge, you don't know how to do it. You failed to do it up until this point. What makes you think that you can navigate this on your own? Don't do that, internet.
Lizzie's SB. Welcome salam, baby. Hi, JB, Golden Girl. Lisa, are you guys all awake? What time? It's 10:30. It's like 6:30 here.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what it is. Who knows poundage? Okay, I'll tell you how much I lost the first week. Not even the first week, the first 2 days after weight loss surgery for me. Okay. Yep, the first week was let me see. Okay. Just remember it. I'm just Googling it. I lost, let me get rid of that. I lost 15 pounds in the first 2 days, no lie. And I lost 24 pounds in the first week. Not going to lie to you. I lost 7 kilos in the first 2 days. I asked the surgeon about it. I was a bit worried. And he said, no, it's pretty common. About 5 kilos is average. I was like, wow. And then the first week I lost 11 kilos, which was 24 pounds after weight loss surgery. It was a lot. And then I lost about 2 to 3 kilos a week after that.
Later. Vanessa, movie gal. Early. I need to throw out some of this water, but I don't want to. Hi, Barbara. Can you edit a vlog about your typical day at home? Yeah, let me get to that in a minute.
I can describe that. I get up, I eat, I sit down, I watch all the reaction channels that I hate, bitch and moan to Salah, harangue Salah to within an inch of his life to get me some takeaway food. I sit down, I film myself eating the takeaway food, I stop filming, and then I have a snack. Then I probably have a 3 or 4 hour nap. Then I get up, eat something else, go live. That's her day.
Community tab, 13 months loyalty, Beezer. Thank you. I was just in my video I was editing. I was just thanking you guys for beezing. I can't believe some of you have been with me so long.
Yeah, the total, because I don't talk, I say I have weight loss surgery, but from where I was, I've lost totality. I can't even remember. I think it was 61 kilos, which is, I don't know, a lot. I think I've lost about 130 something pounds. I've lost a person, basically. Yeah, I still have some to go, but I've stabilized. I haven't gained weight, I haven't lost weight. I've just stabilized where I am. So I'm eating the right amount and I'm exercising exactly more. If I want to lose a little bit more, I have to probably exercise more because I don't want to cut my food. Hey, peace, baby.
I haven't gotten any dust storms yet. Hi, Megasaurus. I haven't seen any anyways, but I don't go out much during the day. So if I can do a day in the life, yeah, 100%. I mean, I can. I don't have a very typical day. I don't have like a normal.
Bullshit. She sleeps, she eats, she sits. That's her day.
Normal routine lifestyle, like most people. So
thanks, Blondie. Hi, Blondie.
Each day is kind of different. I mean, sort of, but need some prayers because my brother-in-law fell 20 feet. He had a broken pelvis, back, neck, and multiple other.
Oh, we've gone back to the beginning. I always do it.
And jealous, he can express his concern, and she doesn't have to follow it, right? That's up to her, but that's their business, There should be a choice, yeah. It's up to her, and if it's so important for them to break up over it, I guess, I don't know. I'm the same name on IG. Yeah, I'm really bad for checking it too. Some Muslim planet have to display that.
She's like, I don't go on Instagram and stuff. I do check my messages and my message requests and stuff like that. I don't go on there. I don't actually go into the feed. I realistically just use Instagram for checking messages and talking to Skinny Queen. That's about it. But she doesn't use it to interact on social media. She doesn't check anyone's messages. She doesn't care.
Publicly, that was disrespectful. Yeah, I know. We can't. Yeah, that's in the house.
Oh, well done,
Most
Drama
tragic part is
Llama.
the
It's
episode.
hard though, hun, isn't it?
Really? Dr.
It's very
Sweet, though?
hard. But good on you. I bet you feel
You should do a
amazing.
series where we help pick your next meal.
Oh, I hope you haven't, unless you've got
Really,
complications.
Kristen?
But
Like from Kuwait? That would be cool. I need to know some
that's
places.
a lot.
Aurora, that sounds very painful. It's their business for sure, yeah.
Oh, she's boring.
It's her body up to her. Exactly.
God, she's so boring.
Are you afraid you're going to fall asleep? A little bit, because we were up early today. I'm only 4 weeks into my total hysterectomy and I'm on cloud 9. Yeah, it makes a difference, eh? For me too, when I had mine, like,
No.
gosh, how many years has it?
Nope.
Why don't you ask me? I'm here, Joseph LaCroix. No, I don't do drugs. I've been drug free for a long time now.
No, she's just eating.
My dream car? I don't know. I don't really have one. If a car has AC and can get me from A to B, I'm happy.
That's
Are you
lucky
going
is
to
what
talk
it
about
is. Not
being so
ironic.
expensive?
That's
Yes.
lucky.
I don't speak to mine either. She has done with me since the day I arrived. Who's that? Take a foster parent. No thanks. we have a child here. Julia.
For someone who is craving having children because her partner definitely wants to have children, she was quite dismissive of the foster parent idea, wasn't she? And no, cats are nothing like children, Foodie idiot.
What's with the
Okay.
attitude, Julia? Really, Aurora? Oh wow. Are you supplementing with movie theater nachos? Yeah. I've been thinking about those nachos all day. I really want to get a slush. I want to get a Shasta slush. Or is it Shanny? Shanny slush. Julia Sassy. Nothing wrong with being a foster parent at all, but you have to really want to be one, you know? Yeah, Kristen, we're going to a movie. I remember AOL. Shanny for slush. Is she still doing videos? I feel like
I had that question because I know that Muslims are not so great about having like unclean things in their house, like pets and dogs and stuff. I know cats are okay, but dogs and stuff. Is it a bit disrespectful to have your cat sitting on your prayer rug? Is that a little bit? I would think so, but I could be wrong. It could be completely fine, not a problem, whatever. But that's a little. It's a question I have.
I haven't like caught up with anything. Wow, Crystal. Okay, good luck, Sweaty. Hi, Lee. From Kentucky. Hello. Sure, I love Julia so much. You do love Julia.
Oh,
I know you
yay.
do.
Good on you, Tangle Bliss. That's
Hi.
a great reason
You
to
miss her right
lose
now,
weight or get your health
Julia.
back at least. Nope.
Julia.
Nope.
I had a light lunch, so I can have nachos and stuff, and lots of toys she can bat around the house. I have a Bengal cat. And
Oh God, she's boring, guys. We got a dip. I can't take it. She's duller than dirt. There's nothing here. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, guys. I'm gonna dip because I don't want to watch her anymore. She's so much easier to watch edited, really, because I can just okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. And I might see you tomorrow. Depends on what Ambie puts out and what vlog this one does and what massive sized non-bingo-y meal she puts out as well. I'm just going to do a quick flip through the chat and say goodbye to those who've remained. Okay. Bye, Mudslinger. Bye, Miss Jade. Allegra. Cats can do anything. They bring in angels. However, I would say it's more of a problem being folded up on the sofa. Yeah. I mean, cats lie on tops of sofas. It's high perch. They like it. It's soft. It's cushy. It's a natural place for cats to go. Blondie, Natural Ginger, Tangle Bliss, Peace Baby, Drama Llama, Sunshine Country Chickens, Tangle Bliss, Drama Llama, English Virgo, all the lurkers. Thank you for joining us today and hanging out and having a good time. I'm going to probably go to the bathroom again because I need to pee again. It's all the Pepsi I drank. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've got the next 2 days off as well. And you'll see me around in the chats and I might do another stream tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye.